Back like we never left. It's another episode of the Conscious Reconstruction. We got Ash in the building. Big dog, big dog.
Hello.
Me, of course. There's Logical High.
Yo.
Gang's all here.
The fuck did you put in there? Fucking heroin? What the hell is in that drink?
Ashley.
Now that's why I didn't finish mine. I was like, oh, this is strong for this is
I looked up like, oh.
Meanwhile, I'm over here sober as fuck.
yeah. All I'm gonna say is white rum and white Remy is a hell of a combination.
Hell of a dude.
Yeah, look at him.
Y'all ain't gonna have me fucked up tomorrow.
And cream soda.
Nope.
It's good as fuck.
Yeah.
No, you don't taste no liquor.
Nothing. I just keep drinking it. So
Yeah, cause it tastes like it just tastes like soda. It's good. It's how it's supposed to be.
Then every time I blink too fast, it hit me like.
I'm gonna need you get your life together.
Yeah, I blink too fast.
I blinked too fast, and I was like, oh. Might want to slow down a little bit.
But we got a wonderful drunk show today for y'all. There's some science news. Hopefully, maybe not. Jones look confused, frustrated, and angry.
Oh no. Oh, I'm always reading stuff about like the science I talk about up to the point that we start recording because I get shit like literally within hours of it happening or them reporting it. I was reading about a shark. But sharks.
If y'all can't tell, this nigga loves aquatic life.
They were talking about
I don't understand. You love aquatic life, but you don't like the ocean. Like, I don't get it. That's weird.
I don't like being in water. I can't touch the bottom.
You like being in lakes?
I can't touch the bottom of a lake.
So you like being in pools?
Sure.
But there's no aquatic life in pools.
He don't care about that.
That's not the point.
At that point, it's about his body.
It's not about the aquatic life.
I would just love to just
I mean, if it was about the aquatic life, I'd be in the ocean somewhere.
If you had an opportunity to go like scuba diving, would you do it or no?
Yeah.
You would? Oh, okay. I thought you was like for real, like no, I'm not stepping
I
foot off
like
the shore.
okay, so the way it is like with me and like oceans and lakes and things that are like immensely huge, because I feel the same way about the universe. Like it's too much. Like me trying to wrap my mind around it irritates me, and I'm like, no, I don't want to do this. Like you put me in the middle of an ocean, I feel so secluded, so lost in the world because being in the middle of like open ocean is like being in the middle of a desert. It's the same thing exactly.
You should do meditations. Like I do meditations where like I'll just find myself going deep on the bottom of the ocean since I'm like scared of like deep ocean animals.
I mean, I do stuff like that, but like
I definitely just be
it doesn't help with my fear
far
of
can I
being
go?
deep in the ocean.
That helps me a
See,
little bit.
I'm not afraid of being deep in the ocean. I don't fuck with like deep water. And it's all because I understand the power of water. Like fire is powerful. But I feel like I can control fire. Like that's why I was a firefighter. Like shit like that don't bother me.
Right.
Running fire all the time. It's cool. Water shit. I'm good for real.
Like, think about it.
If a ship sinks, I'm a good swimmer. Like I swim for exercise. Like I do laps. Like I swim for real. And I know that I would die. Nah.
Yeah, you're not like you can be the best swimmer in the world, and you surviving in the open ocean, just you in the water.
No,
not a chance.
Yeah, like that's dead.
And the sad part is that the ocean is so wide, you probably drown before anything killed you.
Yeah.
So
I'm a drown. Like,
My
and so I know that
be out there trying to float like I'm tired, bitch.
like I know the water's gonna kill me, so
tired.
it's just like no, I'm not really. Like I'll go on a cruise or whatever, but do I enjoy deep open water? No, especially when it's like still, cause that's that shit that's gonna kill you for real. It's all still on the surface. That undercurrent. Nah.
I love water. I
almost fell in water. Like,
I love water. I don't care how
That's like a
deep
toddler.
it is.
I mean,
like deep water.
I love
water.
swimming.
I like to swim. I do like to swim.
Oh, I love water. I
love
like being
water.
in water. I just don't like being in deep water.
I'm cool.
Because I feel like I
love
lose
deep
control
water.
at that point.
I don't mind
agree.
losing the bottom.
Fuck that. I'm not even getting in no 6 feet pool.
'Cause I mean, like,
I just
listen,
love
think
being
about
in
this, right?
water.
Like I'll
Another
swim in the
thing.
ocean. Like I've swam in the Pacific when I was in Hawaii. That was great. It doesn't bother me not to have my feet at the bottom because I'm a good swimmer. But I'm not going out past that designated area. Like I'll start to feel like this is a little too far.
That's me.
Let me
when
keep
I be
my-
in the lake, like if I go in the lake, I know I can't because the thing they go with the lifeguards and they'll be like, no, bitch. But it's like my personal goal to just go out as far as I can.
I'm like, you know the
before
reason
I
they
start to
don't
get
want you to
scared.
go out there, right?
'Cause they fucking can't
I
get
know.
out there to save your ass.
I
It's
know.
not, no,
That's
it's,
what the part of the
it's
thrill
not even like
is.
it's the like the dangerous parts about oceans and all that fucks people up. It's like, yeah, I can swim really good. It don't matter how well you can swim when a current catches your ass,
Yeah.
because the current is like a flow of water. Like these currents travel literally. This is what moves water throughout our planet. So if you get caught in a current, you're not getting pulled out unless somebody's pulling you out of it. You're just gonna sweep along in the current, just like anything else that jumps in the current and out of the current. Because animals use the currents like highways. So like in Finding Nemo, when they was on the current and they was riding that
Use the
bitch,
current real
animals
quick.
do that shit in real life. It's not like, you know,
But we
having
not built
conversations and kicking
for.
it. But
Yeah, I know that's the part of what thrills me. Like, damn, a current could just sweep my ass up, couldn't it? I'm really weird like that. Like,
That's because you want to die.
a current could just sweep my ass
I was
up.
trying not
couldn't
to say it.
No, fuck that.
You said it
We
for
just
us.
being honest.
it? No, it's just like, damn.
Ash don't even
Oh.
care about life, so anything that's
Oh,
close to
yeah.
death, she like, well, all right, I'm gonna try
Yeah,
it.
Try
I'm
it,
cool
like-
on the currents.
Yeah, I'm good off of that.
Okay.
I'm weird.
I'll
I
go
know,
a little
it's
far
weird.
out in the
I know,
ocean when I
very-
do get in like the ocean, but
I like the adrenaline. Like when he be driving all
No.
erratic, and then this nigga be about to kill us, and then he saves our life. That shit be like,
Did he saves our lives?
See, I don't ever feel like I'm about to kill them, just so y'all know.
I know
always
he be in
feel
control of the car,
fully
like he's
in
a
control.
good driver. But it be those moments you be like, I'm
I
about
done
to die.
seen
I
this nigga
know it. Yeah,
like,
I
bruh.
know it. And then he be like, no, not today. Like,
Yeah.
Nigga, you go fucking 60 for like 2 seconds and then you be like, oh, red light.
Yeah. But my stops don't be jerky.
I know.
I don't know. It's
I've
California
seen you.
lifestyle.
I've seen you in action.
It's how I don't know. Driving fast is a part of being in California. Like you got to get where you going. Traffic is already a bitch, so we not really trying to move slow while we in traffic. Like if you got some open road, you better be moving.
that's like any little piece. He be like, I'm getting in here.
Yeah.
I'm getting in here. I'm getting in here.
Yeah,
Till
you
I get to my destination.
Yeah, like no.
Your
Why?
ass on the freeway driving like that because I drive like that in my everyday life on the way to work.
Like I can't imagine why am I just
Nigga,
slowly
who late?
just yeah, like not at all.
Not me, bitch.
I'm here on time, early actually. Stop playing with me.
Dead ass.
Like, that shit is amazing.
I be setting goals for myself, and I know the flow of traffic at this point.
See, and that's the best. Once you
That's
learn the
like-
flow of
yeah.
traffic, cause then you
Like,
can.
oh, y'all niggas are stuck in that lane because everybody's about to turn right. Fuck y'all.
Yeah, I'm gonna be over here.
That's me.
Yep.
As fuck. You're not gonna be able to go under that bridge with that big ass truck. Skirt, skirt.
Yeah, see, I know that when I'm coming to get Ash, I know which lanes I need to be in when I'm on the highway, cause it's always traffic. Cause technically, it wants me to go 77 south to come get you. I don't ever do that.
Yeah.
I just go straight 90 west, and then get off.
77, nah, that's a shitty ass fucking highway.
Yeah, because it would take me in there and I would get right off by your house. But there's always traffic at 5:30. Everybody leaving downtown. No, you got me fucked up.
Yep.
This is the Chester, Carnegie, Cedar. I apologize for anybody that's not in Cleveland right now.
We just damn shit talking about.
But yeah, no,
Always
that
everyone
shit,
knows.
that traffic is trash. So now I be having to get out of there.
Well, at least it wasn't a game today. I was stuck in the parking lot yesterday for 20 minutes.
No, that shit was amazing that it wasn't a game
Shit
today.
was trash as fuck.
I hate when it's games and I gotta go get you. I'm like, fucking Indians. Why you niggas don't play late? Like, why y'all always play like in the afternoon? Like, that's weird.
They have day games and they got them later games. And that shit trash as fuck.
I don't understand how you can play 2 games in a day.
I don't understand how people be down there at fucking 7 o'clock in the morning. Like, nigga, people do work down here.
My thing is like, don't y'all need rest? Like, is your game not strenuous? Like, I don't understand the mechanics of baseball on a physical level. Well, not even on a physical level, on an athletic level of how y'all gonna play 2 games. Like, do y'all swap out and it's like these niggas gonna be the main niggas for this game? Like, what's happening?
Trash.
Because like y'all will smack somebody by 20 points and then y'all will get smacked by 20 points. So I don't know if this is really like the best way we should be doing this. Maybe y'all smack both people by 20 points if y'all was like fully healthy. Play tomorrow.
I was fully healthy.
Yeah, not
Take a
tired.
day.
Yeah, I don't know. But yeah, back to these sharks. I don't know what science you was gonna tell us.
I don't
Marcus.
even know what the fuck we was talking about.
We was talking
Y'all
about
went on
sharks.
We was
left to
talking
the
about
right.
open water
Yeah, we was talking about deep
and all
water.
that good shit.
He was reading about a shark.
Oh, the shark's not reported.
Oh, okay. Well, fuck that shark then. Whack
I
ass.
was just talking about it because that's what I was reading when we started the show.
Oh, okay. What science news you got for us today? Since it's not sharks. Fuck that shark. According to Marcus. You over there? You right over there?
When I get drunk, I start dancing randomly to songs in my head.
Oh, okay, because she was just over there
I'm not about to drink.
having a great
Yeah,
time.
you are.
All right.
I'm playing that.
I'm gonna start from least interesting. I'm in with most
Alright.
interesting. So least interesting
I might.
thing that I found this week
not.
was that neutron stars in universe are glitching.
Hey, well, hold on, time out.
Glitch.
Wait, what?
How
What's
does
a
the
glitch?
universe glitch? I need you to explain.
Because
the
we're in
glitch.
the
They say it's a
Matrix.
hologram? Yeah, it's in
We're in the
hologram,
Matrix.
so it's a glitch, right?
No, that's not what they mean by glitching.
Oh.
I just said it that way because it'd be interesting.
Wow.
No, they call
Clickbait.
it but they call it glitching. But what it is the actual like rotation of the neutron star speeding up and then slow it. Like it'll speed up for like a couple years and then it'll just slow down. And then it'll speed up again for a couple years and it'll just slow down.
And they said the universe is doing that as well?
No. Just I said neutron stars.
Oh.
Not the universe, not glitching.
I was
That we
like,
know of.
that'd be interesting. Like, so, because I know the universe is expanding.
For what?
I mean, as far as we know, yeah.
I don't know what you mean by for what, but that's what it's doing.
Like, for what though? We don't even know where we at. I don't understand.
True, and it's getting bigger.
It's just getting
Because
fat.
realistically,
Forever is getting bigger.
like
Wish I
the
could
way it's
understand without
explained
people
is
judging
like
me.
what like if you look at it this way, like the Big Bang was an explosion, right?
Mhm.
And the explosion is still happening, and it's just the spreading happening.
Or
already.
you could look at it like this. Think about a table, and you pour water on it, and you know how that water is going to spread from the center and just kind of reach all the edges? Same thing.
So the universe is reaching its level.
Yeah, except for we have no edges, so it's
as
just
far as we know.
spreading.
Hmm.
You know what'd be fucked up? If it's elastic like a rubber band and it reaches its maximum stretch point
People believe that's
and it
gonna
snaps
happen,
back.
And then it just starts coming back slowly but surely.
But like,
No, it's gonna be infinitely faster.
and that's the thing. Like
That's
that's why.
the mythology behind it, like the breath of Brahma.
It's
Like
gonna
he takes like this big
get rid of-
exhale and creates the universe, and then eventually, I guess, when you gotta breathe in. Damn, that's crazy, y'all.
I'm saying yeah. Scientists believe that some scientists believe the universe is gonna snap back. Essentially,
They got that.
that
snap
it's
back.
gonna like stretch to a point and then start coming back. But like,
But the coming back has to be faster.
maybe.
I mean, if it's being stretched something, then
I mean,
'cause
that's
stretch
if
like, we don't
that's
really
if everything
know.
is still applied by the time that would happen. If the basic laws of physics still apply,
true.
because like right now,
I am
the next story
applying
I was getting
physics.
to is they disprove Newton's fucking law of gravity. So
They keep saying that.
I mean, it's only because of black holes recently though. That's
What
why.
about 'em? What they doing?
Because like,
All
all
these
right,
black and
so
holes.
something I realized that I didn't know before when they smash atoms. Every time they smash atoms, they create a mini black hole. The only reason the black hole doesn't do anything is because black holes are like, as long as the black hole is eating, it's alive. It'll start to fade. Like, let me get some more. Anything that like if you ever see like images or like pictures of black holes on like a line and everything, you always see like the black hole had an energy around it, and then you'll see the black hole like spitting stuff out. Essentially, if a black hole is not eating, it'll eventually dissipate and just dissolve and disappear. So when we smash atoms, boom, we make many black holes, but there's nothing feeding it, so it just disperses and disappears.
Interesting.
Space be
Interesting.
tripping.
Space be tripping.
I forgot the point of me bringing that up. I started talking about black holes. Oh yeah. Like Newton, and they're starting to fuck with Einstein's theory of relativity also, because it's like, well, the science when you get around black holes, all that shit goes to hell. Because they're like, well, the gravity doesn't work the same way around black holes. And with that being the case, if you have a universal physics law, which Einstein and Newton were, it'd have to apply to everything in the universe. So it's not, I guess it's not technically disproving them. I guess it's more or less improving on them with information that they wouldn't have had back then. Like Newton definitely wouldn't have had no information like this. And Einstein would have been closer, but not You know, Einstein was like early 1900s. So.
Fucking Einstein.
I don't know. That's interesting.
So black holes.
Wow. Nigga, you didn't just pour me.
The
Yeah, in
temptation.
case you change your mind, a little drink. You pour me a whole fucking cup.
That is a whole cup. I was expecting the foam to go down a little bit more. You know, that carbon. It only took off the top of the cup.
Wow.
It's literally that much in the cup. It's not.
You can drink half.
Do y'all want to hear about peer pressure
Yeah,
today?
I do.
Peer pressure.
Yeah, I'm here for that.
Yeah. When they came to y'all school with the motherfucking drugs, whatever the fuck that shit was. What was that
Nigga
shit?
gave us high octane.
What was that shit called? Dare, nigga.
Yeah.
This is
All
what
right.
Dare warned us against.
Dare.
God damn.
pressure.
What the fuck?
I don't know how. Don't look at
Drink
me.
it.
Look, don't look at me. I feel like he's talking to me like, yeah, bitch, you know you want to drink that shit.
You do. You'll have a good time, I promise.
Stop looking at me.
You could taste it
Leave me alone.
and let me know how you feel about it.
Go like
I'm
Just
gonna
roll
roll
your,
my
just,
tongue
just,
in it.
I was
I'm
just
gonna
about to say,
roll my
roll
tongue
your
in it.
tongue in it.
I just think you should taste it to let me know if it's a good drink. Marcus,
You already had two people tell you. It was
he
good
always
drinks.
liked my drink, so he don't count.
Okay,
no
but
more.
Ash clearly just said it was good as fuck because she
Ash
didn't
over
even
here
know she was
Smashing on
drunk.
potato chips. Look at that shit. No, you said Ash. Ash was like.
Ash likes to drink, so I don't know if she count either.
Ash so goofy, bro.
Ash is in her zone right now.
I am. He's
Facts.
right. Zone. I am. I'm in that bitch.
100.
So I need someone
Run
who
it.
is not a big drinker to let me know if it's actually a good drink. I just say take a sip. So I made the full drink so you could take a sip. If you don't like it, don't drink it. That's a very adult thing for you to do. Not drink it if you don't like it.
Marcus, I forgot what you were saying. I'm sorry.
I forgot what I was saying.
Fuck.
We was
No,
talking
but
about
black holes.
Ash drinking this and neutron stars spinning.
Literally, no, I was talking about
Does
black
that
holes
break anything?
and neutron. No, because neutron stars realistically are just like.
Why you make your hands small? Like, are neutron stars small?
Yeah,
Okay, because you
they're
just
really
like,
really small.
your hands got closed. I was like,
Because I was about to make it
this
the
is
size, and
something
I'm like, it ain't no point. I guess I can make the size for y'all, but and then I thought about it.
it's
I'm
like
like,
the size of a basketball.
no, it's actually the size of like our planet. But
Okay.
you didn't let me finish explaining the whole hand
Because your
motion.
hands was
Cause I was about to
small.
say it's small, but I'm like, me showing my hands don't really matter because it's like the size of our planet
Oh.
compared to like the size of a net regular star. Because
Okay,
neutron
well, that
star
makes
is just like a collapsed star.
No, it's like the size of our planet. Wow. What a difference.
sense. Hey,
What a
he said it was
difference.
small. I saw his hands. They were
No,
close
I
in.
saw them too. Like, oh, okay, they're small.
I was
Yeah.
thinking I'm going to use my hands in that way
I was like,
later
look at
on.
tiny stars. I was like, that's dope. I want a tiny star.
Oh, that
No,
would be
they're like the
cool.
size.
Can you make a tiny star?
Bro,
Can you
you know
make a
I've been
tiny
working on making a. That's my secret. Never mind.
I mean, he said I've been working on
Wait a
it.
minute. Look, wait a minute.
Hey, if
So,
he- I want a
making
tiny
an actual star on the planet, I don't know. I mean, we make many black holes,
Welcome
so
to Tiny Star.
possibly.
Yeah, like I would feed it alcohol,
Here
like
on
ethanol.
task.
Yeah, and y'all would just see me doing live streams of feeding my star.
Tiny Star.
Maybe in my backyard. I'd stand on the ladder away
What are
from
you
it.
dropping into this star? What are you feeding
Anything.
the star?
Alcohol.
Anything.
Alcohol.
It does
Wow.
not matter.
Lot-
This
lot
nigga
of-
ass
Tiny
star. You
Yeah.
gonna feed
I
a
was gonna say,
Hennessy?
Tastes
like-
good.
Yeah.
The sun
I made
is
you a
like
whole drink.
stars
Tastes a little-
are like nuclear factories essentially, because all they do is break down atoms and all that stuff, and like hydrogen and stuff like our sun is mostly just hydrogen burning. It's just hydrogen on fire.
This nigga Tony gonna get bored and feed it Hennessy and shit.
Yeah, my
Okay.
my star gonna be
I
lit.
made a drunk Tiny
Nigga
Star.
that gonna be lit.
I'm gonna be in the
My Tiny Star
backyard.
smokes weed.
Hey, no, I'm gonna light
I
my
made
weed with
from
my
the
tiny
store,
star.
right?
I smoked with my
Spark
Tiny
this shit
Star
up,
last
nigga.
night.
You ain't never had
But,
Stardust, have you?
We had a great time. We had
So
a
what I'm
great
saying though, like
Pretty
I
Tony
laced-
smoke Stardust.
thing
time. I
about
laced all
neutron
my blunts with the
stars,
stardust.
it's got
All
neutron
of
stars are like
I'm dead.
they're stars that were like supernova and they collapsed on each other, and those usually turn into black holes. But a neutron star is a star that didn't have enough mass to collapse and impact its core enough to turn into a black hole. So it becomes a neutron star, which is basically it just kicks off its outer layers and there's nothing but its core left. That's like pulsing and
It's like a turtle without its shell, but
like,
stronger.
Yeah, like neutron stars are like pulsating, like the way we see them, they look like pulsating lights to us. Cause we see them, it's like a blink. Like they're bright, dim, bright, dim, bright, dim, bright, dim. Same thing like pulsars too, but
Yeah, disco universe.
That's me
Got an
pulsing,
air
but,
titty. Oh,
You know, it's also high gravity titties.
I thought that was an air titty.
It's a roundabout grab.
all right.
Grab 'em.
Next thing.
I haven't been drinking.
This is just an interesting fact in between. I probably should have started with this one, but when we first created nuclear or like atomic bombs, scientists were so scared that we were going to set the atmosphere on fire that they almost never used them. And the reason being is like we have nitrogen. We have a lot of nitrogen in our air. Now I can use my hands in a distinctive way that actually makes sense. So if I were to take my hands and do like this, you probably got like 100 million billion atoms of nitrogen, right? One nitrogen atom being fused in my hand wouldn't do anything. But if all the nitrogen that's in my hand right now, I'm literally just cupping my hand for the viewers, like together, like I'm holding like a small animal or some shit.
Gerbil.
Yeah, and I'm not trying to let it get out. If all those nitrogen atoms were to fuse all at once in my hand, I'd literally be, for those anime fans out here, blowing out a Kamehameha. So that's how strong the reaction is. And that's just from me cupping my hands like this. That's how much nitrogen is in my hand. If all of it fused at once, I'd be literally shooting energy beams from my hands. Because that's how crazy the reaction would be, right?
Tony, you want to try something?
Yeah.
Because that sounds like it's fucking awesome.
How can I?
And that also made me think about like the science of Dragon Ball Z. I'm like, maybe that's how that nigga's doing Kamehamehas. But we ain't got to
Do
talk
we
about that
have
right now.
metal that can withstand that?
Yeah.
So what I need my cyborg suit to be made out
Oh my
of
gosh.
is that metal, so that way I can also do the Kamehameha wave.
Okay.
I'm gonna Kamehameha the fuck out of everybody, but I'm only gonna do it a little bit.
He's definitely gonna do a little bit.
Controlled Kamehamehas.
Yeah. And basically, that's what scientists were scared was going to happen to our atmosphere if they set off a nuclear explosion. Because what they didn't want to do is to start like the A bomb or something to go off, and it fuses the nitrogen in the air, and it starts a chain reaction in which it fused all the nitrogen in the air, and our whole atmosphere just went boop. Now we ain't got no atmosphere.
So
now we fucking Mars.
So who decided to blow the shit and just take a chance though? Like, when did we decide that was gonna be okay
Government.
without actually knowing? Oh, so fuck.
The government don't ever listen to science.
Well,
They like,
I'm
y'all
glad I'm
have
here.
we respect all your concerns, but hey, fuck Russia.
Hey, we got this.
Oh,
I am not mad.
at all. But yeah, like fuck Russia. So
We gonna set this
that's usually how
motherfucker
it
off.
goes. It's like, hey, scientists will run up like, hey, we probably shouldn't do this. Matter of fact, I probably shouldn't even tell you about it, but you funded it, so I got to tell you about it. But don't do that. And they be like, hey, fuck what you talking about. This is for the greater good of our country.
Nigga,
And
this for the
da-da-da-da-da.
culture, nigga.
Yeah. And then next thing you know, fucking Independence Day. So,
Fucking independence.
I'm just saying, like, think about it. If, like, aliens came to our planet that was threatening us, you know the first thing we do is shoot nukes at them, right?
Shoot,
Retarded.
retarded.
Yeah. Like, oh, nukes. Boom. All right, well, what if that don't work? Then what we gonna do? We use our
failed.
strongest weapon.
Well,
The thing about nuclear weaponry is probably like really inferior.
It probably
That's
is.
the best thing we got that we think is so powerful.
yeah.
Them niggas is like, could you not poke us again? That's really annoying. Don't
Shoot this
appreciate.
nigga with an intergalactic. shoot they asses. What the fuck?
Disintegration
We shoot a
beam.
big ass fucking nuke. That shit like bink
I
on
got
they
things
fucking
that'll
windshield.
dry your blood up from the inside. What? I don't want none of that. I don't want any of that.
I missed it.
Oh,
I see
deep,
it.
deep.
I do see it.
Okay, so
Your eyebrows at me. God damn it.
next next thing on the list, CRISPR, the gene editing I've been talking about recently,
Yes.
has been refined even more. So before, when they were using CRISPR, they were only able to alter one cell at a time. And now CRISPR's been updated so they can do.
Updated.
Yes, they've updated the software
Updated
or the
shit.
system. So now CRISPR can alter up to 20 to 25,
Wow, that was a big jump.
25 to 50 plus.
That's a
Like, it
huge
doesn't
jump.
have a limit yet. They haven't found how many cells they can do at once, but they're pushing it. Basically meaning you can alter an entire being in one sitting instead of having to go in one cell at a
That's
time.
what we need. That's
You can
what we
do
need.
25 cells at a time.
That is
50
what
cells
we
at a
need.
time. Like I said, the editing
I'm
hasn't
about
had
to
they haven't hit a
get-
limit yet. So
Yeah.
there's like 150, maybe 200 at a time. Granted, there's like 200, there's like millions that you had to flip, but like the fact that you can do more than just one at a time makes it better. So
That's wild though.
if you got like next time you out in the streets and you see a bitch run by you with a scorpion tail, no CRISPR did it.
And a bitch run by you with a
Bruh.
scorpion tail.
I just thought about like all the Spider-Man's villains,
Mm-hmm.
like Rhino and fucking Vulture and Scorpion and Reptile.
That's who they creating and shit.
Yeah, they were all gene edited like people that just had like animal DNA spliced into their cells.
True. And I'm with that.
So,
And we can make whatchamacallits now.
but that the CRISPR's getting there, and since the whole rest of the world's kind of like flipping on CRISPR right now, because you know that's power. And and you know the whole world's flipping on CRISPR right now, but you know China don't give a fuck about what the world talking about, and you know Japan don't give a fuck about what the world talking about. So
Japan don't never really care.
they're probably gonna be the first ones off and running with like splicing and cross and all that shit because
I'm going
everyone else listens to the. Or let me put it this way: they're gonna be the first ones out in public with it,
Right.
because you know it'd be like go to the UN, be like, yeah, we can't do what, got you. All right, look, we got this
In the
secret
underground
bunker
lab.
under like 10 miles under fucking ground that we doing all this
Fucking
shit in. We got fucking manicores down here because we decided it was a good
Fucking
idea
running free
to put a
underground.
fucking have a fucking lion, snake, and goddamn something with wings.
Fucking running free underground and shit. What
I
was that
swear.
noise in the sewer? The fuck?
Buddy,
Nigga.
it is nothing.
It's nothing. Nothing.
Like next thing you know,
Do
we got
not
fucking
worry.
dinosaurs again because that's how the first Jurassic Park movie happened. Essentially, what they used in that the original Jurassic Park movie would have been a lower form of what CRISPR is. Because all they need is like the DNA from dinosaur, and they can flip that shit into like any reptile that we have nowadays, or bird for that matter, and regrow any of those dinosaurs. So CRISPR out here. I mean, of course, they're only using it for human technology, applications right now, but it's just like you fucking with genes, you literally could alter anything on the planet, any animal on the planet, any plant on the planet, because they already do it with plants.
Well, you know what the fuck they need to alter? Some motherfucking trees in the atmosphere and some more bees. That's what they need to alter.
Definitely.
Shit.
You focused on the wrong thing.
Okay.
The wrong thing.
We ain't gonna be here to see none of this shit.
Right.
What the fuck?
When that snapback comes.
Okay. The fuck?
Oh man. And then so they found a way to reverse the aging process in the brain in
Really?
mice so far.
That's
But most of the time when you can do shit in mice, they can do it in us too. But you know, basically what it is they take stem cells of what? It's so funny.
Can you just keep talking, sir?
I know it threw me off. So
I'm just trying to enjoy life and have people just keep talking so things keep going the way they're supposed to.
stem cells.
If you don't talk about it, everything is cool.
Basically, what they do is they take fresh stem cells or new cells from the brain, and if they put it on to like
a younger, I guess the way they explained it was kind of weird to me, like softer brain, it would the cells would regrow, but they regrow from like they'd be new cells. They grow new cells, which would essentially stop the aging process of the brain. It replaced the dying in old cells instead of them just dying and olding, and then getting old, because that's how you get like Alzheimer's and shit like that.
I'm not against this.
Yeah, so essentially replace those cells. Like if you take those cells, same cells, and put them on like an older brain, it'll grow old cells. But if you take those cells and apply them to a newer brain, it'll grow new cells, and you can apply that to someone that has like Alzheimer's or something like that. And it'll regrow the cells, but they also have the ability to stop the growing. So you can regrow it to a point so it wouldn't overgrow like cancer, because you know cancer is like the unchecked growth of cells. So they can stop it so it wouldn't turn into a cancer or something like that. It just regrow the cells and pretty much replenish the brain in a sense.
That's pretty dope. That would actually be good in situations.
I can become an animal
that
person.
Are doing, what is
I
that
mean,
shit called? Like
essentially,
chemotherapy and
what
shit?
that means is you can have like a Futurama situation where you can have like heads in a jar, but it wouldn't be like heads in a jar; it'd be like brains in a jar, where you can preserve someone's mind in a sense, or they're like
keep it like an actual,
it'd be like essentially, I guess, if the mind is connected to your consciousness, it'd be you preserving your consciousness through you preserving your brain.
Yeah.
So let's say like people like Walt Disney froze himself and da. Like, let's say the technology hasn't gotten there. You got your brain removed. It literally has to be right after death, because 10 minutes without oxygen, your brain starts to destroy itself.
Right.
So you got your brain moved, put in a jar. It'd be preserved, and it'd be perfectly fine for a situation like him where you get into the future where you got robots and you just take your mind and put it into a robot.
What that nigga told me about a robot, bro?
Bruh, they're getting so close to
If your body gives out on you
All
before.
I need to do is give science 50 years, and they're there to do what I need them to do for me. I can do that. I can do my part.
I can do my part.
Science is doing theirs. I can do mine.
That's not.
I'm going to wait on it.
Wait on it.
Because I'm definitely going to be a
Just wait on
whole
it.
cyborg.
Like the Migos said.
I'll think about it.
This nigga Tony is trying to turn us into some drunks. I just want y'all to know.
I haven't said not one word.
Shit is good as fuck.
Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. She looks so disgusted with me.
I'm so like
mad.
done with myself. Like
She don't want to drink it. No, but like that's.
I gotta get up at 6 o'clock. 6.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's my science for the week.
Okay.
Great science.
Yo, that's science and shit. Over there, popping it on the science front. Better put your titties back. Get your titties off the table, Marcus. We done looking at you now. It's my turn. My titties out. Everybody gonna look at me. I bet Ash look.
It was like titties are out.
I do like titties.
See? Everybody like titties. No one's upset when titties are out.
I'm not.
That's
That is, I see no lies.
Yeah, so like, yeah. But nah, I didn't show y'all that muscle bound kids. So I don't care about talking about that no more.
That shit's funny.
But that nigga is brawling as a. You know what?
Yeah, you should show.
You look that little nigga up. You ain't even gotta see the video. You just gotta see the nigga for like 2 seconds. You'll understand.
What is it? What is it? What are we looking at?
This muscle bound
Little
kid.
muscle bound black boy.
He brolic.
He look like he gonna take your food and candy right
They
now.
need to stop putting R. Kelly on shit with his crying ass. I don't give a fuck about you, dude.
And then when
R.
nigga's
Kelly
face
is
became the
sad.
Michael Jordan crying face for a hot second.
Shit.
Look at the little boy.
Why is he
Ash,
so
you missing out.
big? That's not good for his little body.
He
Why
has
is he
every
so
muscle you
cocky?
need.
That's that Similac.
He said he has every.
They done improved on the Similac.
He do. Look at his traps.
This nigga.
Yeah, he looked like a full grown ass man. Like when I first saw
Look
this
at his
video,
back.
what I thought they did was they
Every
took a little,
muscle you
like I thought they
need.
took a kid's head and put it on a
Shit.
little person's
I don't
body,
know. Somebody-
and it was a little person, but like they just fucking around, running around. And I looked at the video, I'm like, no, that's actually
What
his
did
head
they
on
do
his
to
body.
him?
I don't know. But that, yeah,
I
he
feel bad.
he's super brolic.
What did they do? Oh
I don't
my
know. He looks so
God.
happy though.
I mean, yeah,
That's all that matters.
No,
He
I
also
mean-
looked like he could beat you up.
Yeah.
His growth.
I like last time I
Oh
saw
yeah,
a
no, it
kid.
is. He gonna be short.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh.
He gonna be real short. You
Last time
shouldn't
I
lift
saw a
weights
kid
when
that
you're
cocky.
when you're
I
small.
know. That's why I'm looking.
It was like,
oh my goodness.
Yeah, no,
It was like
Nigga, I want a
think
Capri
like
Sun.
This nigga
What?
like 3
Now.
15,
Go
20 years
get
ago.
me a motherfucking Capri Sun.
There was a little white
You
told
boy.
talking to little
You
nigga?
heard
Fuck
me.
about the muscles? Yeah.
Yeah.
Nigga
Okay.
come at you.
This nigga.
You'll
You
get
know what?
hit.
As a matter of fact, pick your ass up. Get the fuck out of here. God damn, little nigga.
Look at me. I'm the babysitter now.
No, I'm saying that like there was people that got in trouble for shit like that though. Like a couple years, like 15, 20 years ago.
We're doing what?
Yeah, but they actually made their kid work out. It was like a little white boy who
Oh,
like
I
body
remember
build.
that.
Yeah, remember him?
He looked like a little Latino kid.
Yeah.
I know what
He's
you're
not
talking
working
about.
out. This little black
We don't know.
I don't know.
They just saw that picture.
They
of him
just saw the
running
video.
around.
That's all we got is video.
Of him running around happy. The
But,
other one, we
like-
would see him working out.
The little white boy, like you see
I
videos of
remember
him
that
working
white
out
boy
and
was
shit,
working
and his
out.
parents got in trouble. Like, you're making kid work out. Like, no, he just likes to do that shit.
Mm-hmm.
Like he got into it and he just kept doing the shit. Like,
So we support it.
yeah, I'm not gonna tell
I
him
mean,
no. Like, oh no,
support
you
your
can't be
kids.
healthy. You can't lift weights.
No, you gotta, as a kid, you gotta do kid workouts. You gotta fucking
Play
go
volleyball.
run and play on the playground and play freeze tag and get your workout that way. You'll get strong, but still, you know, your growth is important.
You
That
should
little
start
nigga
going
looked
to
like he
Planet
was
Fitness
in
with me, Marcus.
fucking what?
You should start going to Planet Fitness.
I
with me.
think about it. I
That
don't
looks
want to
like
pay
a
for shit.
very
So if you don't gotta pay for it,
a
would you
real
go?
workout.
Yeah.
Okay, bet. We're
Awesome.
gonna set up a schedule
Oh, look at that.
because we're gonna be doing this shit again. We're gonna go back to the micro sheet workouts when Tony was super brolic.
I used to like going to
Okay.
Planet Fitness. I'm about to hit my homie up. He in Kent. And bitch, oh, let me not call him a bitch. Nigga, remember when we used to go to Planet
You gonna start coming too?
No.
You was quick with that. She was
No.
like,
Right
"Nah, let me
before-
let him know that I am
No.
also not doing this."
No. It sounds good.
Well, why not?
I mean, he gonna be
One
mad at me
day,
for like the
one
first
day.
month, but whatever.
One day.
He
I
gonna be
got
mad
you.
at you
Yeah.
for the first month.
Look how he looking at me. He like, bitch. One day, Tony.
Everybody should be fine.
Because I have to get in that. I have to get into a habit of things. So
I do too.
Like-
he gonna be mad
And
about it.
that's
So
the
he be alright, though.
problem.
All right, well, let me get y'all into that habit.
So our next topic, what was that?
Working out at Planet Fitness. Good thing I got to listen. Y'all
That
don't.
was the previous topic.
I'm
No, the previous
if
time was
we're in
the
his
most about-
section. You know,
Yeah,
he
this
got
my
the list,
section.
so don't go worry
Oh.
until we get past this.
But it's fine. We ain't got to talk about y'all going to the gym.
We'll talk about the gym later.
We just gonna kidnap y'all and take y'all to the gym.
If
But-
you keep making us drink, we're not. The gym is not going to do anything for us.
I've been in the gym drunk.
It's a terrible experience.
Why?
It is.
It's a terrible time.
And we've done a lot of
For
things in the
what?
gym like crazy.
I used to like being really high in the gym.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, that's good.
It makes the time go by super fast.
And you can
be
get a good
doing
run
shit
in.
and don't even realize like you did all this shit. You like, whoa, what the fuck?
Super
Yo.
slow.
Yeah, you can get a good run in with that too.
Yeah. That's
Do it
why
yourself.
I be high before I run. It makes running so much easier.
I don't really get high before I run anymore.
I want to go on like a nice little like. Okay, anyways.
Oh, so we gonna do that?
She didn't even finish what the fuck.
But I knew what it was. I already knew what it
Nice
was.
Do what it was.
Yeah, we're gonna do that.
What did you think I was gonna say?
Like a little
We're
job.
gonna do all of that.
Why did you think I was gonna say that?
Cause I
That is
don't.
what I was gonna say.
I know,
Why did
'cause-
you think that's what I was gonna say?
Because you wasn't gonna say like a full out run. That's not
I
really.
wasn't.
That's not
I
your
wasn't.
vibe. But you was like feeling more active than just a walk.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
A real light jog, you know,
A light jog.
like
Yeah,
a
just-
number, like a 4 on the treadmill.
on a nice. No, actually. I
No,
wanted to
she
be
wants you outside. Like you could create y'all.
Oh.
No, I immediately knew what she
I
meant.
preferred to be outside.
She
If
was
I was
like-
high, I wanted to be outside.
Yeah, she was
for
like,
sure.
"I'm gonna do a." And when she did that, that was her actually moving. Like,
That was me doing.
and
the
yeah,
my
she
light
was.
jog.
Yeah, she was hitting her little light jog. I don't know why y'all was like, well, how he know? I watched her do it.
I used to do
Anywho.
shit. I would look it over there.
Kodak Black apologized to Young Miami,
You should have.
but then he
wasn't a
also
real-
deleted it.
It wasn't a real apology.
How that?
You just said you're gonna punch her in the fucking stomach.
Right.
And then had people shoot at her allegedly.
Yeah, I was about to say. Then her car got shut up.
I forgot about that part.
so I don't know how much of an apology we can do
I'm sorry it missed.
over Twitter.
Nigga, you apologize because people
Yeah.
got on you. Like,
Yeah, pretty
realistically,
And then deleted it.
he probably only said something because people was fucking with him about it.
And then
like
got
you
rid
said,
of
he
Either that
deleted it.
or this nigga
'Cause then he
like,
got in
damn,
the
I am
field.
in jail.
Yeah.
I don't think
I
Kodak's.
do want to get out this
Look,
motherfucker.
that doesn't seem like Kodak's logic because he keeps ended up in the same spot. So I don't think him like, damn, I am jail was the thing he thought. He was like,
You
damn,
might be right.
some people gonna fuck with me about this. Let me apologize. And then he was like, you know what? Fuck that. I'm a real nigga.
Yep.
And deleted the tweet.
Deleted it. I don't apologize to nobody.
Right.
You know what he reminds me of?
Nigga,
Like
where
a
was
baby.
the pause in there, bro? I don't apologize to nobody.
Oh, baby voice.
Apology, baby.
Nah, I'm not fucking with that. But also on some jail shit, ASAP Rocky
Sap.
was found guilty
Guilty.
Yep.
and has to pay a fine of $1,300
That ain't shit.
to do.
I know he like take my money.
Right here.
Take
I
my
mean,
money,
shit, my
Take
nigga
my
basically
days
got
off.
off for real, for real.
But he won't be facing any
Yeah,
jail
as long as he
time.
ain't got jail time, I'm cool with it.
That's what's up though.
And they ain't charge him no crazy amount that's like going in
I
his
don't
pockets.
think-
It's like
I don't
$1,500.
think
All right.
that should have even. I don't think he should have had to even go through all that. Like y'all niggas was following him.
They
What
said
the fuck?
that it wasn't a threat. You could have done other things.
How do I know? I'm in a foreign country with some foreign motherfuckers. This nigga done
Probably
threw some
don't speak
headphones at my
Swedish.
nigga
He
at my
type of
bodyguard
Swedish.
head.
I don't know. What is Swedish language like? Dutch? Like I don't know what their language is. He probably don't speak their
Swedish.
language anyways.
Like, you know
Is
what
Swedish a
I'm saying? You don't
language?
know what a threat is when you.
Oh,
not
I didn't know they had their own
comfortable, I
language.
guess.
Because I know they're like Netherlands, so I didn't know if they share their
What is
language.
that? A basket?
I don't know what that is.
A bucket? Yeah, but
What
either
the
way, I
fuck
don't
is
think
going
anything should have
on?
happened. It looks like
That
a
a
cooler.
cooler?
Yeah.
I'm so mad that y'all so thrown. I was like, let me just put on something random. Y'all are like, let me
What?
figure out what
It
it
has a
is.
strap.
My attention span is
It's
definitely
interesting. Oh, it's
Oh,
a
it's a
VR
VR.
headset.
There you
Alright,
go.
Now everybody can go
Pussies.
back doing what we
Why
doing.
didn't you just
So,
Because
trying to figure shit out.
I don't know. I just went into something and clicked. I was like,
No,
oh,
not
this
you.
was.
talk about this video? What the fuck?
But yeah, there you go. I go. But yeah, no, he's
But
guilty,
yeah.
which is, I guess,
I mean,
It
it
don't
doesn't
matter?
really matter. Yes,
yeah.
it
Like
doesn't
I
matter.
was gonna say it's trash, but honestly, it don't matter. So
Yeah.
shout out to Rocky.
Nigga, bring your ass home.
No, he is home.
All right, stay here for a while.
Maybe.
I bet he'll never go back out there.
Yeah, I wouldn't be fucking with Sweden. Fuck that.
I don't know, man.
Y'all just fucked it up for everybody.
I don't see how that's beneficial to anybody, but like, so what's the next topic? Because it's not beneficial. That's not even an upgrade from a bike. Why do I want that?
You know what? Y'all can't watch this anymore. Clearly, y'all can't see science things. Science things aren't for y'all because
That wasn't even logical though.
it's
Like,
fine. It's fine. It is
Wait,
fine.
wait,
I won't be playing it anymore. No, yeah, eat a dick.
We
No,
all had the
y'all
same
all eat
fucking,
a
like,
dick.
What the fuck is
There
all right,
y'all
so
go.
y'all can know what we laughing
There y'all
about. This nigga had a bike with some like legs on the back, and I'm like, that's ass backwards. That's like that seems like the step
He
before
looked-
actually putting the second wheel on the back.
It looks so hard. Like he was like having a hard time going. Yeah. Inconvenient.
Oh my god.
I mean, I applaud you for the legs. That had to be some work, but
Oh my god.
What the fuck?
So what I
want this.
I went to a 3D. Have a channel that I watch called 3D Print and Pack on YouTube, and so I just went there because they just have like random cool science shit that they show you or 3D print shit. So I figured I'd play that, and it'd just be something innocuous and no one would really pay attention to.
Everybody paid attention to it.
Clearly, I was wrong.
that shit don't make no sense. I mean, it make a little bit more sense now that you said it's 3D print, so he probably 3D printed those legs.
Yes.
So I get it.
Yeah, everything is like, oh, look what I could do. It has nothing to do with
Oh.
being practical. It's like, hey, look what I
we
could make
didn't
with
know
this.
that. We didn't
Well,
know the
yeah,
context around
like
the
it
video.
just threw
Not
me
at
off.
all.
I'm like,
I
that's not
looked up-
practical.
Yeah,
I didn't-
like
I
that's
didn't-
literally me
I
just
just think I
looking
needed
at
to
the
explain.
headset.
I hate you, nigga.
I was like, that looked like the step before
we got a
wheels.
bike.
So I mean,
He said, now we got a bike. I mean, we do.
A walking bike.
I'm like, nigga, you ain't think to put the second wheel on the back? Like,
He was sitting there looking like, what happened?
all right, but what's up next, man?
So Jay-Z partnered with the NFL.
Yes, I saw.
How do y'all feel about that?
What is he doing?
He said.
I don't have
What
a
did he
problem
say?
with it as long as
He said we ain't kneeling no more.
He's partnering
Now we're
with
taking action. or some
music
shit.
and
mm-hmm.
their Inspired Change department that is supposed to help with
So he's
like,
gonna
diversity.
be like over there, like the halftime shows and shit. Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I had to make sure I got that right. Yeah.
So basically, he controls their music.
I'm not really
shit
mad
and
at it,
all
but
that.
I do still feel like the players are still like
Oh.
slaves.
Well, yeah, but like I feel like
But they
him
still
being
playing.
there, yeah, that's another point. That's always the point that they make against the NFL and that whole protest. Everything is like, well, everybody's protesting, but are they really?
No, they're not.
No, like
No, they're not.
most of the NFL has not changed. Like all the
Yeah.
black players are still there
Yeah.
because like you think about
they
it,
getting that's
Yeah.
where that check coming from though.
it's like that's a way out
but
of.
that's and then that's also a way for them niggas to just.
But then another thing I've discovered about NFL players, a lot of NFL players don't want their kids to play football.
They don't.
No,
What, they don't want to play football?
they don't want their kids to play football.
Why
Because of
not?
the shit that they go through.
Because it's like the shit they deal with, football is really damaging to your body.
Yeah.
yeah.
And it's like long-term effects and shit like that. So they don't want their kids to play football. A lot of them
That's
are like in the NFL as like long-term money.
They should get out.
They get their
a
money
nice
that,
little
like-
check, get out and do some other shit.
Yeah, they should all do it. Marshawn Lynch. Marshawn Lynch just came back. That was his thing. Like he was in the league for a couple years. He was nowhere near his end when he left the first time. He made his money.
That nigga
And
was
he got
just
the
there so
fuck
he could
out
get
and
fired.
went and did a whole bunch of other shit. And it was like, you know what? I want to play again. So he came back and played again.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
so
that's a smart way to do it. But
But-
I feel like I do see a lot of like little stories about like NFL players getting out and doing like other shit, like becoming
like a lot
doctors
like
and
it's
shit,
like it's just another way out of like poverty for a lot of people. Like a lot of the black people in the NFL, like you coming from mostly hoods and
Oh,
impoverished
good job.
areas and you get signed to the NFL, shit, that's bread instantly. No matter what your contract is, your rookie contract, that's instant bread. Your mama, your family, everybody out the hood.
Everybody straight.
Flat out.
Get you a little crib.
And it's like, all right, I get in, I get good, I make my money, and my kids, y'all gonna do something else because I fucked myself up trying to make sure y'all was good. So
Right.
y'all can't do this though.
I never knew that.
But like with back to the whole thing though, with Jay-Z being part of it, I feel like he's gonna try to like implement some things and change a lot. I can't tell you what he's exactly gonna do because I don't know exactly how much power he has within it, but I feel like
Right.
he'll be able to influence enough or a decent amount.
I hope he's able to do something positive, but
Yeah, only time will
only
tell.
I was just about to say only
Only
time will
time will
tell. So
Yeah.
at this point, I don't really feel a way about it. I mean, I think it's pretty cool that he's over that portion, like halftime
Mhm.
show and shit, nigga. It's gonna be lit, but is that? It just make me think like, okay, the NFL, y'all partnering with Jay-Z, y'all trying to bring in some views because niggas wasn't really watching y'all shit all like that no more, like
Mm-hmm.
you know. But I
The
don't know.
10 highest viewed things on TV
Mm-hmm.
were from the NFL.
Oh really?
Mhm.
That's good then.
So they are still. So that's
Yeah.
why people are like,
No one
yeah,
ever
we,
stopped
watching
we,
it.
We protested,
Oh, I
but
stopped-
are we really
I stopped
protesting?
watching it.
I don't
Well,
watch
I
it either,
mean,
but
Look
yeah.
at my I stopped. I
Like,
stopped.
but what I'm saying, like,
But
is most
then
of
again, it
like
wasn't
what
a
I
big
mean
deal
is
for
like
me
the majority of the
because,
country,
you know.
like
Yeah,
they
same.
still
Denver was,
get
like,
top ratings. Like football games still get top ratings. It's like this shit happened and nothing. It's like nothing ever happened because they didn't take hits from this. They didn't have a loss from it.
I want to see big companies that are trash take losses. It's gonna make me happy one day when EA goes down.
I guess
Just gonna put that out there.
I feel that. But I don't feel a way about this because Colin Kaepernick sued the NFL for collusion
Mm-hmm.
and then settled with them niggas.
Oh, I didn't know he settled.
Yeah,
Yeah, he did.
That was trash.
for like 1.3 million or
Mm-hmm.
like a few million.
That's it.
Uh-huh.
Colin, baby.
So you've already settled and everything. You didn't take it all the way. So you should have nothing to say
I
about
don't
what
like
Jay-Z
that
is doing.
because has he had anything to say?
Nessa did.
Yeah.
But it's funny because everybody yesterday, before Jay-Z held his press release,
Mm-hmm.
there was a lot of people criticizing Jay-Z for this.
Mm-hmm.
Nessa came out and was like, Rock Nation never spoke to us and anything like that.
Well, I don't understand why they really would have to though.
Again, me neither, especially when
I
y'all
mean, it's not like
y'all already took the money
Yeah.
and y'all are over there being quiet now. So what are we talking about?
Yeah.
So I'm about to go make this money and be in a position of power and change.
Right.
So I feel like he doing it in the open when we don't really know what Colin was doing. Like Colin never really spoke.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of
he
people
never
did.
spoke for real.
Like talking for him. Jay-Z out here, Jay-Z speaking, we see Jay-Z's actions. So I'd rather you let us see what you're doing than you say you working for us and we'll never see what you're doing.
I feel you on that.
So, I mean, with Jay-Z
I can feel
being
that.
in this situation, we're going to see every move Jay-Z
Yeah.
makes. In and out, because they're not going to let up off of him. Just because of how like he is with the black community. If he fucks up, they're going to come down. So, like, everything Jay-Z doing within the NFL, we're going to know about, we're going to see. And he can't, like, because of his status, he can't really get away from, like, oh, you can't talk about it, because if you don't talk about it, now people will come down on you because they think you being shady and shit. So we gonna see it. We gonna see what happens. Like you said, time can tell. Only time will tell with this whole situation.
I was gonna break up Nicki Minaj and Joe Budden, but I changed my mind.
Why is that?
I mean, well, like Green Radio, she cussed him out,
Yep.
and then she went and did his podcast
Because Rory out.
and cussed Rory out. But then they had a great conversation,
Oh.
and they were
Yeah.
fine.
Yeah.
Well,
And he was like, just let everybody know that we've already had what you did on Queen Radio. Tell them that you've already said all of that to me in private, and that you just needed to let it be known in public. That's how you felt. But we've already had this conversation. Like, so they're good. Like, they're still cool and everything like that. So there's no real beef. But I do think it's interesting. Like,
do you think that was just that? Well, of course, that was just for the views. If that was the case, if it needed to be known publicly.
yeah, that's what she said. She said that it needed to be known
Yeah.
publicly, and then I think she felt a way about it, and that's why she addressed him privately.
Mm-hmm.
But I think that once they decided to do the exchange of her being on his show and him being on
vice
hers,
versa. Yeah.
They had to put
that
it out there.
she wanted her show to be the way that she wanted, and so she addressed him and was doing all the
On
yelling,
her show. Yeah.
like
yeah.
how he usually be doing. So yeah.
They so funny.
Yeah, so no, it was good though. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed listening to the interview. I think it's interesting how she talked about. I guess this is a question I have. Do you think that celebrities have a right to be upset when people spread rumors and lies about them? Or do you think that you've kind of given that up with, like, you attaining that level of success? And
I do. I think they have a right to be upset just because they're people. They're humans. But this is still, like, niggas is going to say what they going to say. Because, I mean, you can't stop a million people from
Right.
making up anything about you. But, I mean, yeah. I mean, you can be upset, especially if you know your personal life and other people don't. And they just on the outside looking in, yeah. But, I mean, what really can you do?
Well,
Unless
what I was
it's-
gonna say-
it is somebody, like,
Essentially, somewhat
on a
what you
platform
said.
like you.
And in terms of like, it's like, yeah, you have, like you say, you have all the right to be upset, but you being in the spotlight, you being a celebrity, you should just like expect that shit to come along. Like it's going to happen. There's never been a celebrity in the world that everyone just loved to death and no one hated them. No one ever had any
Everybody's
time
gonna
to
go
anything.
through those
Yeah,
things.
like, it comes along. I feel like it comes along with territory. Yeah, it's not fair. Yeah, people are gonna start rumors because people don't like you. People are envious of you, or whatever the fucking case. It just comes along with the territory because you're a celebrity and you're famous.
I think that applies to like just people being critical of their work and shit like that too. Like,
Right, that's your persona.
wow,
I mean,
you
yeah.
famous.
Yeah,
That's your
like,
persona.
Yeah,
That's
and
not really
of course
you.
you're
I
not
don't know.
showing your real you.
Yeah, that's a persona. So like, I feel like, yeah, you can be upset because maybe sometimes you don't know where your persona end and where you start.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, you gotta learn your fucking ninja mind tricks. Like, they don't know me.
Mhm.
They talking about Nicki Minaj. I don't know Nicki
Yeah.
Minaj's real name, but they, you know what I'm saying. They don't
Nika.
know. So you gotta learn
Mirage.
how to deal with that shit.
Onika Mirage.
Oh, Nika.
Oh, Nika.
yeah, it's like long because she kept saying it in the podcast. As she was saying,
Oh, Nika Tiffany Mirage.
yeah, something like that.
That's her name. Look, that's her name.
Yeah, it was long as
Well,
shit.
yeah.
I was like, why is she? But all right.
But yeah, I mean, that doesn't mean that they don't have a chance. They're not supposed to speak about how they feel.
Yeah.
But
Right.
in the same sense, I hate to say it so harshly, don't nobody really give a fuck because
Right.
I
It's
mean
just
that's
idol
just the
worship.
way it is. Like,
Exactly.
Do you think that celebrities make it worse when they react to it?
mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's what they were trying to ask her,
Mm-hmm.
and that's what got Rory cussed out.
Yeah.
Because he was saying that you shouldn't react, and her thing is, I'm a human, so
I mean,
I'm allowed
no,
to react.
I understand you're a human, but just like you checked him in private, leave that there in private.
Yeah.
Right, because a
That's just
human
what I
would
think.
say, "What does this have to do
'Cause
with anything
the
else?"
public don't got shit to do. I don't want to be in your
human,
business.
normally
It's
it's
entertaining.
But at the same time, hold on. Like I have a question when it comes to this though.
Mhm.
Like, but would you say the same thing if you were in her shoes though? Like that's the thing. Like that, like, cause you gotta think about it. Cause you looking at it from our perspective, yeah, it's not a thing. But when you in this light like she is, it's not like okay, like we live our everyday lives. We got people that don't like us. We got people that like us, right? And the people that don't like us don't go out of their way to make it known that they don't like us. For the most part, hopefully, they just that it is what it is.
Yeah.
But then someone like Nicki Minaj, compared to we got like a couple people that don't like us, she got possibly hundreds of thousands of people that just don't fuck with her because they Cardi fans or they fans of somebody else or somebody that's beefing with her. She said something they ain't like. So instead of just not like fucking with her, y'all all online running your mouths and all you see is shit from people just talking shit about you all day, every day. And it's not like 2 or 3 people. This is like hundreds and thousands of people talking shit about you all day, every day. Would you be able to stand to say the same thing?
Okay, well, maybe I should say, because I can understand that the way that she went about it is not the best.
Okay.
If you want to say something publicly, say something publicly, but you have, just because you have your own platform don't mean that you have to do all this extra, you know, that extra shit. Like, no, you don't have to do that. Like,
I understand that. You don't got to be
That's
extra
just
about
how
it.
I feel. But still, even if 100,000 people don't like you, you got millions and millions of people that do. You're going to have people that like one person and don't like another person. You're going to have people that like both people and shit like that. But in my opinion, I mean, shit. If really, if there's anything when it comes to her and Cardi, if they really don't like each other, then y'all just don't like each other. If behind the scenes y'all really do fuck with each other, but the public is just making it seem like y'all don't like each other, do some shit together like y'all really do fuck with each other. Like, it can be squashed in so many different ways, in my opinion. It doesn't have to be like a conversation about it, like to where, I don't know. And then the other thing is, I don't really know because I didn't listen to the whole podcast and everything, so I don't really know exactly the whole entire story. But why wasn't Cardi in the conversation if it also involved her? Like, if it only involves Joe Budden. So, yeah.
I understand.
That's just my whole thing.
Right.
Her point was,
Joe
basically saying that she didn't know that Cardi B was on the song, and just like things that Joe has said publicly.
Oh.
On like Everyday Struggle and on this podcast.
Okay.
And then him saying that like he felt like
So
her
maybe
and
that's why
May-
she felt the need to go public if he was talking about it on his podcast. Then.
Yeah. And
But
then,
I
like,
still don't think she should have went about it in that way though.
I understand
mean,
that, yeah.
If that's the persona that she wants to
I
put
would
out,
say
then hey,
most
shit.
of the time,
that's
that
just
is
what
the
it
biggest
is.
issue. It's just like you can address the situation. It's just the way that everybody comes at the situation.
Yeah.
You can come out and say this and that, but if you come out people hostile, well, niggas always gonna come at you hostile back. Like,
And then you gonna have like those like people that may or may not like you, still judging you off the way that you handled the situation too.
yeah.
Even if you and Joe cool or however you want to put it, they still gonna judge you off of that whole situation too. So you might be losing a fan, you might be gaining a fan either way. So
Yeah, that's very true. Yeah. But I think that all in all, hopefully they both able to gain some fan from this.
she probably
they
probably
ended on a
both
positive
gained
note.
some.
So,
Yeah.
so,
I don't know.
yeah, I don't know.
I know they probably had hella views though.
Yeah.
For
Yeah.
sure.
Definitely.
Hella views. And they
She-
knew what they was doing.
She was on
especially
her
if they already
live
had
for
that.
like 30 minutes when they started to do the podcast. And she was like, we had 374,000 people watch.
Whew. Whew. I
And
ain't never seen
that
a
was-
live that deep.
That's just you
Damn.
being on there real quick and being like, well, y'all can catch the rest of this later.
No, y'all can catch the
but
rest
you gotta
of this
think
on
about it
the-
though. You think about Nicki Minaj, like who else talks about having a following like Beyonce outside of Nicki Minaj? Like
Rihanna.
Man, Rihanna.
What are her followers called?
Navy.
Oh,
Yeah, they
It's
are.
a beehive, Navy, and Barbs.
well, there you go. There go your 3.
But Rihanna needs to drop some music. She got a loyal fan base. Dead
Her
ass.
it seems like her fan base is more like following her, just her
They
in
following
general.
her because
Whatever
of
the
her
fuck
as a
she's
person.
doing. Yeah.
That's what it is. I'm
But,
not
like-
pregnant?
shit though.
You
she
got
pregnant?
Beehive,
I don't
and
know.
then you have the Barbies. The Beehive and Barbies, like outside of those, like and Rihanna, which I didn't know about. Like, who else has like followings like that? It's crazy. Like, you get somebody like Nicki Minaj, she hops on, you got every fucking one of her fans like boom.
Yeah,
And
that's why
then-
Meek Mill's his other album went #1 because he had gotten all of her fans
Yeah.
as well. Like all the bars were writing for Nicki and Meek because
They like,
Meek
shit,
is
nigga, we about to listen to this me.
Right.
yeah.
Fuck with
Yeah, we fuck with nigga, we better fuck with me.
Yeah, we fuck with Meek because we fuck with Nick. And so that's what it was, but no.
Yeah, it was like her following was getting about as strong as Beyonce's. It's crazy. It's not at Beyonce's following, but you know, give her some years, she
Beyonce.
might be there. If she keeps up, like she keeps strong in her music, she'll get there.
But you know what I didn't like about her though?
What?
I just didn't like how she was taking not being #1.
Yeah, she kind of.
Like, but I do understand wanting to be the best. I get it.
It's just the way she went
but
about it.
yeah, exactly. It's just
It's always the way
you
she
did
goes
it,
about
bro.
it.
Like, bro, you gotta let somebody else shine right now. We know that Cardi don't write her music, bro. We
That's
know.
cool. Let it be.
We know. She do it well though.
You know what? I don't even like Cardi B.
I don't care for Cardi B. I've never listened to like one of her songs. I mean, not songs, but one of her albums, or either. I think she got 2. But I've also never listened to a Nicki Minaj album either, except for like when she was fucking with Gucci and then back in the day. Like that was the Nicki I was fucking with.
I like watching Cardi B's incoherent
Cardi.
interviews. That shit is
I
always
mean,
I like
entertaining.
Cardi as a person though, and I like her more than I like Nicki as a person.
Yeah,
That's
I'd
her
probably-
personality.
If I had to choose,
I don't really like either one.
I like Cardi's personality.
I mean, I like Cardi a little bit more than I like Nicki.
I think
Just
they
personality wise.
both are fake and shit on people for like, I guess like when Cardi got famous and like a way of her shitting on people was I got more money, I got this on people that are that like regular people. You was them before.
I don't think I ever saw that.
How you shitting on them like that?
I mean, I feel like a lot of rappers do that though. I feel like a lot of people do that.
But I don't fuck with people that do
I
that.
feel like Young Thug did that.
When?
Look at your face. When?
Yeah.
Thugger?
Yeah, when did that happen?
They was asking him about something and he like, nigga, I got rich nigga problems.
Oh no. I'm fine with that. I'm fine with you telling me you got rich nigga problems. But you can't be on Twitter arguing back and forth with regular motherfuckers telling them, oh, that's why you poor, that's why you live in this. You
Oh, she
probably
was
got
doing that?
Yeah, she was
That's
yeah,
trash.
yeah, that's what she was doing.
I
So
didn't
like
know she was doing that.
so I'm not mad. Like when ASAP said, I'm worried about fucking hoes and my friend dying and shit like that. Realistically, that's the world that you live in. So that's of course what you're more concerned
now for
about.
that with ASAP Rocky, I wasn't mad at ASAP Rocky. I
Yeah.
was mad at how he responded, but I wasn't mad at the message.
I mean, I wasn't mad at how he responded because realistically his friend had just died. And so no, I'm not
Are we
yeah.
talking about
When he
'cause I
said
don't
that-
remember
Yeah, he said I'm worried about fucking hoes and my friend dying. Like that
Oh, no,
was
I
the
don't
full
remember that.
thing.
Is
He was,
is that what the
That's what the whole Sweden situation. That's what he
Oh, no, no,
responded to.
when
oh,
everybody
about the whole Mike Brown situation?
yeah.
Oh, okay, I didn't know he said that though.
Yeah, he was talking because Yams had just died, and so he was probably drugged up, just trying to party his pain away. So I get where you at when you said that. I'm not mad about that. You focused on someone that's real close to you dying. So yeah, I understand how you don't have empathy for someone over here because you just had this loss right here. You don't necessarily have the emotional capacity.
to be
lend yourself
thinking
to
about
this.
yeah, I get
So
what
I'm
you're
like,
saying.
I get that. So I'm not even mad at that. Like, you a human too. You felt the way. That's how you felt. We probably shouldn't ask you questions when you probably going through trauma yourself.
I
They
didn't
want
even
you to be
know
the most
this
intelligent.
Nigga lived in London or wherever the fuck he lives.
He be over there all the time, yeah.
I had no idea. So,
Yeah.
'Cause he's
with
in-
that being said, I would not have expected him to have any type of opinion on what's going on.
Yeah, like he don't be over here for real. Like he's really in the fashion world. Like that's why he stopped doing music for a while. Like he was really trying to like establish
Do his
himself as a
own
model
Mm-hmm.
and everything like that in the fashion world.
Yeah,
And
that's why he
it's
stayed in
bigger
Europe.
over there than over here. So
Mhm.
that's what you're doing. So if he's not here and his worldview is the people that he interacts with and fashion, why would he have an opinion? and it's not gonna be an informed one. Yeah, he can say what we want him to say, but it's not gonna mean shit for real. And so I guess that's why I'm not mad. Like, I'd rather you be honest, be like, I'm not really on that.
But you know what? That's how I feel about the whole situation. They just tried to make NBA YoungBoy into a thing. Oh, he disrespected Nipsey. Happy birthday, Nipsey. Also.
Yeah, happy birthday, Nip.
But the way he responded when they was asking about his death, if you seen it.
I know, what did he say?
He just was like, I mean, I don't really know him like that. Rest in peace. But, you know, he just kept it pushing. I didn't really feel like it was disrespectful. People thought he was disrespecting.
You ain't gotta. I'd rather you not dick eat if that's not who you are. Like,
he said, he just was like, I didn't know him. I don't want to be fake, but
yeah, but and so what I'm saying is basically people want him to be a dick eater and just like, oh, I loved him. I wanted to be like, you didn't really know that man.
No,
like,
he kept it 100.
Like, I didn't know him.
Probably
like,
never even met him for.
I didn't really meet him. Like, I've heard of him. I know that he had an impact. It's fucked up that he died, and that's that. But I don't really feel no type of way, and y'all can't make me feel no type of way or be mad because I don't. Like, that's just crazy too. Like, that's what I'd be up like. You can't be mad because other people aren't at the emotional level that you at.
That's another thing. I feel like when you come to like ASAP or people like the whole Nipsey situation and things like that, it's like a lot of these rappers are actually from the streets. Like, they're used to seeing niggas die. They used to seeing people close to them die. They're used to losing people. So y'all come at them like, oh, this person died way the fuck over here somewhere. Yes, it impacted our country, but these niggas are so desensitized to shit like that. That's like, all right, what you want me to say? Like, my nigga just got shot like 2 weeks ago, and it's like,
even, I'm desensitized.
Yeah.
I care more about my nigga that was down the street that I know I grew up with that died than the rapper that was doing this over there. Yeah, we in the same industry, but this is my nigga. Like, I know him. Like, I'm going to this funeral. Like, his mama gonna cry on my shoulder. Like, I'm gonna have to deal with that pain.
Right.
Like, so it's different. I guess that's how I look at it. Like, so I'm not mad at that. Like,
yeah.
I don't see that as disrespectful at all.
Like when Wayne said the shit he said, like, I wasn't mad at Wayne for saying that. Like, it's just them niggas are like way out of the situation. Like,
what did Wayne say?
They asked Wayne about white people and all Black Lives Matter and everything like that, and Wayne basically was saying that all the white people in his life work for him and are just nice and kind and do things. So he never experienced that.
Right, okay.
And so everybody's like, how you not experiencing that?
He's not going to have an opinion.
Wayne has been rich since he's been 16. So realistically,
he don't
everybody
deal with that shit
that is in a position of power has probably been white. And he's been their meal ticket. So they've probably been treating him really proper, real nice, and kissing ass. So he probably hasn't seen the side. So they might hate this nigga, but they're not showing it. You know why? Because he pulls in the money.
Right.
And so for y'all to want to have a perspective that's like, the common person is weird because he's been famous for so long. They should
stop asking. They should just stop asking rappers about.
Yes, let people offer up their opinions if they want to.
Yeah, they should.
Like
stop.
Killer Mike talks about it all the time. Go to him if you want to get hip hop's opinion. We're all supporting Killer Mike.
He's an educated mind,
and they don't want that.
That's what they don't want. That's what they don't want. And they thought they had Meek. They thought they had him a dumb nigga when they put him on the news.
Yeah, and they was wrong.
And then Jay-Z with all his money stepped up like, hey, fuck off my little nigga.
Yeah. That's what they thought they had.
Y'all gonna leave him alone.
Pretty much. No, shit is crazy. But, that's all I had. But no, I do have another question. Do you think that people have the emotional wherewithal to interact with others on like a semi-personal level, like how people are like Kodak Black, who's like, I don't give a fuck about this, or NBA YoungBoy, and then people being mad. Like, I feel like people lack emotional intelligence to understand where these people are coming from. Well, not Kodak Black, because he was trash, but the NBA YoungBoy situation, like, you kind of have to have like some emotional understanding of what's this man's situation and what lifestyle do he come from.
I think
no, people don't experience.
Yeah.
No.
I think a lot of people.
Is that emotional intelligence or empathy, though?
Empathy?
Mm-hmm. Which one do you think?
No, I was saying it was empathy.
Oh,
But
I mean, I feel like in a lot of the situations, people feel the way they feel, and like, hell, we've had this conversation just like outside of this, and like, you haven't experienced this life. You haven't experienced like these situations. You haven't experienced like what I've had to deal with. It doesn't even have to be like a wide, like it could be from like you could take something from like someone that grew up like in the hood, the ghetto or whatnot, compared to someone growing up in the suburbs. You like we might have grown up like 5 miles apart,
Right.
but realistically, you didn't deal with none of the shit I had to deal with. You ain't deal with nothing because you might have had a better life or anything in the sense.
Shit, you could live
Even
5 miles
so-
apart and one person be in Shaker and the other person be in fucking
And right
the
there
heart
in
of fucking Cleveland
Yeah,
on
that's
93rd.
the point I'm making.
Yeah.
Like we're literally 5 miles apart, but we grew up 2 different ways. Like I was literally looking at like sorry to divert like this much, but I was looking at a map the other day, and I was like, I was talking to these people. They grew up in Collinwood, and I looked at where I grew up in Shaker Heights. And I'm like, that's a good like 10 miles maybe.
Right.
I'm like, we're so close. I never came across these people. Nothing. Nothing. We grew up 2 completely different fucking lives. We just happened to cross paths. Like y'all, like it when it gets to that situation, like people look at situations, they don't understand what these people did to get there, or what these people had to do, or coming
what
up
they've
in the
been through.
situation, or what they grew up with. You look at it from your perspective. Oh, I had this and I had that. So why the fuck are you doing it this way? Well, I didn't have that. I didn't have what you had. I had to maybe hit the streets and hustle for my next motherfucking meal, or I had to do this, or I had to do that. Yeah, it's just crazy. People don't think of things from other perspectives. They only look at it from what they know.
Yeah, I can agree with that. And I also think that the fact that there's the internet makes it even worse because it's so easy for somebody to go write they 140 character opinion
Yeah,
on something.
Yeah.
And shit can just go viral.
it's so easy for all the people to
Like,
follow them.
you
Like,
know,
you know what? That's right.
Some shit can just go viral. Like, oh, this nigga NBA young boy just disrespect. Like, no.
He didn't.
That's not what happened.
Y'all just want to say it.
Y'all didn't read the actual article, as Ash would say.
Y'all gotta relax. But that's all I had. Big Ash 100. You ready?
It's my turn.
It's a your turn.
Ash.
You alright over there?
I'm about to cut this AC
Fine.
off.
I'm 1000% okay. I promise.
All right, I just have to check in, to make sure.
So today, I have rando sex questions that I've curated off of basic
Why did you do
Instagram. On you?
Why don't you just
So why don't you just
turn it? Like, what the fuck?
we got
Like, what
titties
the-
and shit
what
over
the
here.
fuck?
Like it's a lot going on. Please don't do that.
I'm sorry, but sir,
This is our house. Remember?
I could not let you just walk away with turning the
Just like you
fan
just
off,
took our
like,
air away. You got the nerve to be having the heat on 24/7.
Yes. You better go put Ash sweater on, nigga. Like,
Don't make me cut the heater off. That's my sweater.
look, that's my sweater.
That's my sweater.
What the
That's my
hell?
sweater.
Then you done got me drinking. You want to turn the fan off? Oh hell no!
Yeah, it was chilly.
Nigga said I was chilling.
Like,
Wait a minute, what are you doing?
my body temperature is always super high. I like it to stay super high.
I'm like everybody on this side of the room got a nice little glisten.
When I was over here cold, I was like, why is it so cold? This dumbass
Cold,
fan
my
on me.
nigga. Where is the cold at?
Like, my body is cold.
Why don't you put a shirt on, sir? You took it off.
I was hot.
Wasn't that served till you put the shirt back on?
No, because I sweated and it was sweaty. Who puts on a sweaty shirt?
I
So
mean,
put
you're in
a
the
shirt
house
on.
with
So
plenty
put
of-
on another clean shirt.
Oh,
That's dumb.
okay. Go get the sweater.
No. No. I just cut the air off like I had done. But it's pointing it that way. It's fine as well, as long as I
Thank you,
ain't
sir.
get no
Thank you.
chilliness. Y'all could open the window that's behind you if I want a little more airflow.
We appreciate it.
But it's up to y'all. Y'all are adults. Ash not getting up. She gonna take another sip. Sip. So we not talking about memes?
Memes?
Memes
Not this week. Today is just
Memes.
rando sex questions that
Sex.
I've curated.
that you curated.
Sexuals.
Personally, did not get this from a BuzzFeed.
It's funny that you say you curated it.
curated.
Curious.
Yes, I definitely did.
Yeah.
The create is when you just snapshot random questions that you would like to ask randomly.
What?
Anyway, first question I have: How important is it to receive oral sex from your partner?
10 out of 10 on the importance scale.
10 out of 10 on the importance scale.
It depends.
gay.
I mean, I put it at like a 7 on the importance, but like realistically, if you're not trying to do it, don't ask me to do it. And I'm back to what I'm doing.
Nah, I like to eat pussy. So
Yeah, I do too.
I need you to
I third
also
that.
match my level.
But if you're
of,
not trying to-
no, I don't care about what you're not trying to do. You're not matching my level of are we here? Then you have to go.
Didn't I just say
No
that?
passion.
No, you said don't ask me to do it, but y'all are still dating. I'm
No.
not dating her.
Oh,
She
that's
has to
not-
leave.
Okay.
She has to. I don't want to be your boyfriend anymore.
I don't want to be with you anymore.
Yeah, no. We're not sexually
Well,
compatible.
For me, it's about a 5
Yeah.
out of 10. It's not very important to me.
No.
No.
Why not?
Because she needs emotion. She's a lady.
Yeah, I do need emotion, but it's just not it's not really important for
But
me.
yeah,
It's
I wouldn't think
it
that would be
doesn't
your
even
thing.
really get me to where I need to be.
Yeah, I was
be
about to
honest
say,
with
like,
you.
I don't think
yeah,
that's
I
your
remember you
thing.
being
So-
like, yeah, nah, I don't.
It's not really like a.
Okay.
Bitch,
But what if she
you
didn't want you to do it?
If she didn't want me to do it, I mean, if she was like me and she really wasn't like on it like that, then I mean, we can still rock. You know, you still gonna get the strap.
That sounds boring.
Oh, it's not.
Strap.
I mean, I'm sure it's fun for you, but for her, like, that's all you get. You don't want no other
I
exploration.
mean, I can, you know. I mean, there's plenty of other things we can
she-
maneuver.
She's like, I would forget. What if she's like, no, just a strap?
No, I mean,
I like how you was like, no. Your
I mean, if she
immediate
just
reaction
wanted
was
a strap, I
no.
wouldn't be like. It wouldn't be like a make or break thing, like for me.
So sex for you isn't a.
Sex for me, I'm a very sexual person.
No, I'm just
like,
mean, but it's not a make or break for your relationship.
No, it's not.
Okay.
But when I'm in a relationship, I am a very sexual person, though. But it's just not really.
See, for me, it is. But I just look at it like, if I'm not sexually satisfied, I'm going to want things from other people.
Now,
and so that's
that I
I
can agree with. I can agree with.
So that's why I
But
feel like it has to be.
It's gonna depend on how heavy I'm fucking with you. It's just gonna depend on how heavy I fuck.
I mean,
with
if
you.
I fuck with you the long
Mm-hmm.
way, but I'm not satisfied there, I'm eventually gonna be resentful because it's never being met. And I'm feeling
Okay,
like,
so-
damn, everything else is great. We could be friends for real though.
I might be able to say that it could be a make or break then, because I would never I've never cheated on nobody or no shit like that. So
Yeah, because then it's like,
if that was the case,
I
like
don't
if,
wanna-
if a bitch just wasn't even doing shit with me, then I'd be like, well,
because it's like we doing this, but it's like,
I guess I could be a hoe now.
yeah, like what if it's like y'all do whatever y'all do, but it's just like it ain't it, and they ain't trying to really make it. They just like,
Yeah.
nah, this is what it is, and they completely content, and you just like,
Now,
Nah.
if they was just completely content, and I'm out here like I'm trying to fuck, I'm trying to fuck, I'm trying to fuck, I'm trying to fuck, when we gonna fuck, then yeah, that would probably be the make or break. Like, yeah.
and so that's why I feel
this ain't
like if y'all
working.
don't vibe on a sexual level in areas, I feel like it can cause tension, and that's gonna lead to you like either want to cheat or want to be like, you know what, this isn't working because we cool, we are great
Like, I
together, we
rock
have a
with
great
you.
conversation, but on the physical level, we don't really meet each other's needs.
Mm-hmm.
And then for me, I look at it as like, well, if we don't meet each other's needs on a physical level, why are we boyfriend and girlfriend or or together? Why are we in a union?
I don't know. It depends. It depends. If that's how the person is from the jump, then I probably would not be on the person like that.
Yeah.
To be honest, if they wasn't like that from the jump, then I would want to know, like, is there a problem?
Oh yeah, I would
what's
definitely
wrong?
try and understand like
But if it's some
how did it
bullshit,
get there?
then
And they just like, nah, I'm
you know,
cool.
I might
I'm like,
slide then,
yeah.
you know, because everybody has their needs, you know. But I don't know.
okay. That's just interesting, curious because you are just like, it seems like less important to you, which I understand. So,
Yeah.
how do you feel, Ash?
It's pretty important. It's like an intimacy thing, like
Head is important or sex?
head.
I feel like
Head,
the
period.
because I feel like
Head.
when y'all started having the conversation, y'all conversation diverted away from
It
just
did.
head.
That's why I had
Yeah.
to
So
make sure.
like that's
Yeah.
different though. Like, see, cause what y'all started talking about is like in my mind it was like, oh, it's either we fucking or we not, and it's like, well, that's a whole that's a different question. That's
Well,
not
true,
the same
true.
question.
Well, so
y'all ask two. Y'all
I
having a conversation about
asked
two
a
different.
Yeah,
before
I
that.
answered the head question.
Yeah.
He wasn't
but then, yeah, I was just curious, like
because I'm an
how.
emotional being.
Right.
Yeah, and so I was like, just how important it was to her in general. So, no,
Yeah.
definitely went off the rails there real quick.
Yeah, it's not.
Head is pretty important because I feel like it established a nice intimacy. Like you put your whole I'll put
Your
my
whole
whole mouth on your
soul.
dick, and you put your whole mouth on my pussy. That's some. Despite
that's
if you
some-
like it or not, it don't
Yeah.
matter like how like much pleasure. That's like how do I put this? Like we call it private parts and shit. Like that's a really like
But no, it is a
sacred.
private area.
Yeah, like it's a really, and you just put your whole mouth on there. Like damn, you trust me.
I will
First
say,
of all, like you trust my pussy that much, like, or you just didn't give a fuck that much. You just put your whole mouth on there. Yes, please continue to do that.
I feel you on that.
Yeah, like
I
damn,
will
you, I
say
put
if
your
a
whole dick
girl
in my
wants to, I
mouth.
will let her
Mhm.
if that's what she likes to do.
Yeah,
I wouldn't care.
I'll
It's
put
not
your
like I'll
whole
be
dick in
like,
my
no,
mouth.
I don't want to.
I
Like,
really
you know.
want it. Like I
Yeah,
really
see, that would
thank you.
see if you were like the
Thank
type
you.
that was like, no, I think that would be like.
Nah. Like,
so
I
the
mean,
fact that you
I'll
like-
take some head. Like,
Yeah.
if you want to give me some head,
So I think that's I think
Fuck it.
and so I think that's dope because the other person
Yeah.
could be really into
know,
it,
madam,
and
would you
so
like
you
some
not
head?
like shutting
Yes.
down what they like to
Yeah,
do.
no.
But-
If you want to,
Yeah,
you want to
so-
give me some head, you come
Yeah.
on through. Give me
See,
some
and I think that's
head.
cool. I just don't think it's cool like if you like a sexual denier, just like no,
Nah,
these are
nah,
things you like to do, but I'm not really fucking with them, so we're not gonna do them.
Yeah, nah.
Okay,
No, I'll let somebody
I'm
know.
eventually gonna want to
Yeah,
do
now I'm
these
thinking
things.
about- I was sitting here thinking, I'm like, there's only realistically one female I ever talked to that was like, oh, I don't like to get head. And she gave head anyway, so I don't know.
That's weird.
I
Nah,
don't-
women
I don't
lie
know.
like that all the time.
Yeah.
Women
lie like that.
No,
They
like
do.
when y'all are first
I
talking,
don't
like when
give
guys are
head.
first talking to chicks, they
I
would
don't
definitely be
give
like, I don't give it. I don't. And
don't
then
give head.
they put your whole dick in their
There you
mouth,
go.
and you be
Can't
like,
even
oh,
talk.
mouth full of shit.
You put your whole
Mouth
dick
full of
in
dick.
your
You talking about what now? You don't what?
What
So this the
happened?
first
No,
one you
what?
done had?
But
Because it
you
don't
gagging
feel
on
like
my
it.
balls.
This don't seem like the first dick your mouth has ever felt.
The fuck, bitch, you feel like you did this before.
Before, I feel like you did this is a
You did
motherfucking
this,
job,
nigga,
bitch.
this is
Like,
Alright,
you
it feel
like
like
shit.
you had
Matter of
a
fact, now I'm
rehearsal
thinking
before,
about it. I
and this the
remember giving you a
motherfucking
20 one
show.
time.
Y'all retarded.
Nah.
Club with your ass, bitch.
Yeah, so nah, cause that should be. No, that's a lie. The I don't give head and I'm not gonna fuck you is a lie. Especially when they bring it up and tell you that they're not gonna fuck you.
Listen, I'm not about to fuck.
You was thinking about fucking me, and so you brought it up.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't say shit about fucking you. You told me you wasn't gonna fuck with.
I can't
which
tell that
means
story on
You
here.
want some dick.
Damn it, Marcus.
That's my favorite thing to do when they call you after they said they wasn't gonna fuck you. What happened to you not gonna fuck me? I'll be over there in the morning. I need this appointment. Come through. You got it. Yeah, I'm talking about
Yeah, what you got planned later today?
coming to see you, I guess.
Yeah.
I guess.
Yeah, how was your day?
Yeah.
You had a good day?
Know what the worst shit is?
Are you
when a
off? You
chick-
happy?
Nah, you know how you know you
Cool.
about to get some pussy? If you texting late night and a chick tell you she laying and she bored. Bitch, you not bored, you horny. Bored is a code word for horny. You bored. What you want to do? I don't know. What you want to do? I mean, we could kick it.
We can watch a movie or something. What
Yeah.
you want to watch? Shit, it don't even matter.
Yeah, Shaq could come
'Cause
over.
you know, nigga.
As 'cause
Ain't
the
none of
next
us about
thing
to
I
watch
say
the
is, oh, you
movie.
Like, what's
bored?
on
You
Netflix?
get over
trying
there,
to
y'all
hang
fucking
out?
over there watching
Yeah.
goddamn fucking the SpongeBob movie and shit.
And she get digged
Put on
out.
Ratatouille.
Yeah, for real.
Right,
Just on in
yeah.
the background. Patrick.
Yeah. That's
Ass
that-
smacking and shit.
That's how it be. It's like
Daughter
so you was
whooping.
bored. And your option wasn't to go to sleep. Hey, it's the middle of the night
No.
and I ain't got nothing to
You came
do.
over here.
So
you know why you
I'm
here.
bored.
Right.
You not
know why I'm
bored.
here.
You was horny, but you don't want to say that. That's fine. But I also know what bored means.
Oh, I used to talk to this girl like that. She's
It's-
like, I'm bored. I want to have a sleepover. I'd be like, bet.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh no, I'm never saying no. It's just funny as fuck to me because you.
When you gonna be here? Is the next question.
Yeah.
Okay.
PJs, bitch.
Cool.
That's my favorite thing. I'm
You gotta
bored.
get dropped off. As a matter of fact, I gotta come get you. Fuck that.
That was the best,
Shit,
or
sleepover?
my favorite was I'm bored. You want to come lay with me? I want to cuddle.
Yes.
You want some dick
Bet. I'm all about the cuddle.
or
What's
strap?
up?
You want some dick or some strap when you hit me
Yeah.
with that? I'm
Pretty
bored. I
much.
want to cuddle.
Pretty much.
No, you don't. Stop. Why are women like that? Huh?
No,
I'm
but
not lying
sometimes
like
when I
that.
say I want
It's
to
an
cuddle, I
outline
do
thing to
really
be a
wanna
You
hoe,
cuddle.
wasn't
so,
lying
you
like
know.
that when you was
Hold on,
younger.
wait, you can't say everybody's like that because when I say I want to cuddle, I want to cuddle.
I really don't remember.
But we do. Like if I tell a chick I want to cuddle, I want to cuddle.
That's a
Cause
double
Tyke wanna
take. Like,
cuddle.
what the fuck?
Cause I think a
But yeah,
weirdo.
sometimes I do just want to cuddle.
You don't count. You. Like you always be trying to count.
I do be wanting to cuddle.
Yeah, I
What the
know.
fuck? I don't always want to fuck, but when I do, I do. Damn it!
Yeah, but that's just like a nigga.
What? I'm not a nigga. Look, what?
I'm not a nigga. You a lady, but you a lady
At the end of
nigga.
the day, I'm a lady.
You a lady
At
nigga.
yeah, at the end of the day, you a
I'm
lady.
a gentle woman. Okay.
You are. You know what? I was gonna call you a gentle woman, but you got some real gentle tendencies.
Listen.
Gentle
I
tendencies.
am an
Hey.
emotional being.
Yeah, me too. Like when I want to cuddle, I want to cuddle. But realistically, when you tell me you want to cuddle, I also know that you want a dick.
I mean,
I don't think I ever. If I
don't-
say that to a man that I've been with, I don't. I think I've been always
Not
for the
really
most
been with-
part
no, you
pretty
haven't fucked him.
straightforward.
No, you haven't
Like
fucked him
no,
yet.
no,
listen,
I'm
if I haven't
pretty
fucked him yet, it was
straightforward.
like, oh, you want to come? Like I would just be like, hey, you want to come over? I don't think I've ever been like that coy.
I'm pretty straightforward.
I don't think so. I might have been. I don't remember.
You a nigga.
Look. I was about to say I didn't believe women
I'm
would be
so mad.
straightforward, and then I found some people that were just straightforward. So I was like,
No, I've
You know-
see, I've met females, women, whatever. I don't know what y'all prefer to be called. Women.
It's both the same. It's not a big deal to me. To some
I thought
women,
it
it
was
may
the
be.
same, but sometimes I hear that you should say females. I be like, I don't understand
it's,
why.
it's what I am.
But
I'm a lady.
yeah, ladies. No, I've met ladies that are definitely like hit me up and very direct about, hey, you trying to fuck? Yeah, let's kick it. And like we've had real like just over sexual relationships, and that was what we did. Like they hit me up because that's what they wanted, and
If I'm really on
We
you,
was cool,
I'm
like-
definitely hitting you on some.
yeah. And so
I want to fuck.
I've met people like that, but
Yeah, I
then
was
like,
when you want to come over,
I do. I really do.
Yeah,
Like I will,
don't think
because
I've ever-
I
but y'all are
don't-
far and few in between.
yeah,
that may
The
be
majority of the time,
true.
that's
I don't
not the
believe in
case.
Yeah, I
playing with
feel- I feel
nobody
that.
emotions and creating a bubble of unknownness.
I think
yeah,
women
very
are afraid of
basic.
rejection.
I'll just be like, hey, you want to come over?
Like I will.
Whatever
literally
happens after
tell
that.
somebody, shit,
I think a lot of women are
I
afraid of
wanna eat your
rejection.
pussy.
For
Period.
real?
hmm
I don't even think
What
it's
Y'all
that.
don't have to deal with rejection very often.
No, we don't. That's why I was like,
That's
damn,
why I think y'all are afraid of it.
usually for
That's
us,
why y'all don't ask.
most of the time you're gonna say
Oh
yes.
shit! I
I,
don't give
like
a
I said,
fuck.
I don't even think that's it. I think most women don't want to be seen as like looked at a certain way. Because realistically,
I
you coming
mean-
out like, hey, come through, you want to fuck. Well, majority of niggas outside of like not talking about us two,
Yeah.
are like, oh, she a runner, she hit. You
I-
gonna put the rest of your niggas on. You gonna try to
But
put the rest of your
see-
niggas on. You seem like a hoe to the hood or the hoe to anybody else. So it's like,
Yeah.
oh yeah, why don't you come over and fuck? Like that don't seem like
But then little did the nigga know.
That don't
I'm
look
like,
good in your
shit, I
perspective.
smashed that nigga. The fuck? I just pulled me one.
Yeah, I mean, yeah,
A
there's
nigga
women
though,
like
when
that.
I
But
talk
then at
about
the same
females,
time, a lot of
'cause I
women
don't talk
don't
about
like to
females
look
in that light.
like they freaks or hoes and shit like that to try to keep a good image of themselves. So it's
But
like,
no, I-
oh, you
yeah, I
want to
get
come
what
over
you're saying,
and da 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 da. Instead of being like, oh, you want to fuck, it don't seem real ladylike.
I mean, girls like some women just like when you straightforward, and I fuck with it.
Oh, okay.
You know,
Something like the chase, like, oh my god, what are you doing?
Sometimes I'm an asshole.
I mean,
and I'll be like,
back in the day, I used to like play around with the shit. Like,
yeah. Sometimes they'd be like,
chill, you
come
wanna
over on
kick it?
board, and I'll hit them with the.
What's
So
up?
what we gonna do? And they be
Hey,
like,
I mean,
well,
what you
you-
trying to do?
man, what you think? Okay. As long as we both thinking the same thing, because
What
I'm
you
not
tryna do?
realistically driving over to your house if we're not both thinking the same thing. I'm
Right.
really not trying to cuddle at 2:00 in the morning.
No,
That's
crazy.
dumb. If
I'm
you're
not
somebody
getting
up
on
with
my
the-
bed
I'm
at 2
trying to
o'clock
cuddle at
in
2
the morning to
o'clock
come
in the
cuddle with
morning.
you.
That's stupid. I'll hit you when I'm trying to cuddle at maybe 8 o'clock.
Oh yeah, we can cuddle at 8 because my dick gonna be in you by 12. Yeah. We done watched the movie. You done ate. You feel good. I'm rubbing on your booty. We getting in bed.
Gentle woman.
What?
No, I like when cuddling turn into fucking. That's lit.
Yeah, no, that's lit.
That's
But that's
another
when it's like,
situation.
that's when you. Well, for me, that's when I'm fucking with somebody on the.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know,
it's
I already
like,
fuck with you, my baby. If I'm cuddling,
Yeah,
on you
like,
and shit like
I'm a
that,
cuz.
then I'm
Right,
like,
right.
then I'm gonna move into that fuck action real quick.
Yeah.
Like, you know.
You just creep up on you like, hey, what?
No, I'm gonna get to rubbing all on your body and shit and
Yeah.
caressing you and
Hi.
shit.
Pretty
How
much.
are
That's
You feel all good.
That's how I do. I start just rub on your sides. I try to avoid all the
all the,
no areas.
Yeah,
I
don't
keep
wanna,
away
I
from
don't
your
wanna rub on
ass.
your ass.
I
don't
keep
wanna
away
rub
from
on
your titties. I
Yeah.
stay on your back, lower back,
Yeah.
shoulders. I'm getting you real comfortable.
me.
I'm rubbing your thigh a little bit, but
That's
I'm staying
me.
away from the ass. 'Cause I want you to be real relaxed.
Yeah.
So when I make that left, it already felt natural that I was already all over the place, and so this left just feel like, oh, he just exploring still, and it's cool.
Are you my twin?
Like that's why I be like you a nigga. Like
I'm not a nigga, but I just like to caress women.
yeah, like oh, it's amazing. Women have I
do.
love a
like
female.
if you my
body.
baby,
Like,
I want to just rub on you. And
yes.
I love caressing my body.
Like,
oh, she
Just
does.
for the
'cause-
statement, I'm with them.
hey,
My body.
hey, she.
Yes.
Why is she out in public while we at the store?
Doing
She
that.
rubbing on her titties.
Yo, I was in the store.
I had to
But
love
I
like,
didn't realize until he was like, "Hey,
Ash.
why are you rubbing your titties?" I'm like,
yo,
"What?"
why are you rubbing your titties? Like, and
hey.
It's
I don't
just how
care because they're your
naturally-
titties. You can do what you
Listen,
want. I'm
somebody
not really
rubbing on
paying
you feels
attention.
Lovely.
But
Yeah, be rubbing
we
on
in the
me, like-
store. I don't know if
The
you
ways
want.
of the store, I was just.
Yeah, I just don't know if you want other people
I
watching
was
you rub
looking
your
for liquor,
titties.
like,
I'm trying to look
what
out for
type
you.
of-
That's all I was
We
trying
in
to
the store.
realize. We in the store full of
He
niggas
was
in the
like,
liquor.
Ash, I'm
Ash,
like,
you rubbing your
what?
titties. I don't know if
Normal as
this
fuck.
is the
Just be
vibe.
normal.
Yeah, that's cool. I don't know if this is the vibe you want to put out. Hey, my titties.
Hey,
Shit, these
but
bitches
I really
right
was
here.
thinking-
Titty rubs do
Of it.
feel lovely.
I would love some
titty
liquor.
rub.
Some liquor and rubbing these titties.
All they on
What
there
kind of
for
vibe
shit.
does that seem?
I be rubbing on my
Really
nipples,
wasn't-
though.
really
In
wasn't
public.
right.
I do.
I understand.
Just-
But that's why I said something, because I know that's not what you was doing.
Yeah.
I was like, she probably not paying no attention that she just over here playing with her titty chops.
I be rubbing on my titties.
What the fuck?
It be real. It be
Titty
real
top.
side.
Yeah, because it was just the tops of them. It was just
The
like a
titty
cleavage
tops.
area. It wasn't like you was like in the bitch. You could
Tops
open the
of the
bitch just like,
titties.
hey, I got this nipple and I'm going to just fondle it.
2 for $5 titty tops, y'all.
I've done one of those before.
2 for 5
Yeah.
titty tops.
Shit, just depend on.
Touch
I
those
got
titty
2
tops.
for 5 titty tops.
Fat on them titty tops, girl.
Hey, man, titty tops make great bongos.
What the fuck? Okay. What's
Motorsport.
Bomb.
Actually, I do have a question before that one. Now that y'all brought that up,
About
how
titties?
important do you think,
Today's.
like, if you meet somebody that you fall in love or whatever, and you ready to spend the rest of your life in, how important do you think sex really is for the longevity of a relationship?
I do think that it's important for the longevity.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not about to just be with you like
Yeah, it's definitely.
If
important.
I'm not
for the
satisfied
rest of my
sexually,
life and we just fucking once a year type shit. Like,
That's crazy.
you know,
But after you
like,
get older, you know your shit just start going.
they make
I
pills for
mean,
that.
at that point, if I've been with you for 50 years and both of our shit fucked up,
That's a whole other situation.
bet.
That's what I'm
I mean,
asking,
cool.
like,
That's
yeah.
cool.
No,
like,
no, I'm
not
gonna
about
go
even- but I'm-
to the doctor and get this Viagra. What the?
Get on
Not
Viagra.
even Viagra.
Yeah,
Yagra.
Viagra.
YAGRA.
Yeah,
Viagra.
She put a stem
Once
on
my
the
shit
V.
start working, bitch.
Yeah, man,
This
Viagra.
nigga have a permanent
Viagra.
erection. Just
Yeah.
never goes away.
Actually, I'm not
Why
even
you
gonna say
trying to be a
that.
robot, bitch?
Yeah.
But what I say is, you're not gonna get it as much. Once my shit decided it don't want to work no more.
Nah, fuck that. I don't want that.
Yeah.
I'm a very
Shit,
sexual
I might
person.
Be 80 still trying to eat.
I-
girl.
yeah.
Not saying
Like, I'm a
it's
very
just, You're not
sexual-
gonna get it as much as you would got it when I
I
was.
probably
young.
That's
don't
what
have
I'm
no teeth either.
wondering.
Nah, like,
If I don't have no teeth, I'm trying to get you some head at 80 years old. Nigga, you might get the best out of your life.
man,
Probably.
you know, I'ma gum
My
that
tongue
pussy
might
to
move
death.
a little.
Put that little
Let me
clip
stop
between my
playing with it.
gums. Just move it around, that soft tissue, all together.
What the fuck?
It's just gonna be wet, smooth, just gliding.
Could y'all not?
That's what you're gonna do. It's gonna be an amazing time.
Out here looking like a whole ass turtle.
Yup. See, I love that I have. See, this is why you're here. Me and you are just like this. This is great. Y'all balance each other because you super hyper, this nigga super calm, and then me and her just on
Right
the
there.
fuck shit right in the middle.
Cheese.
Yup.
That's me.
Oh no, that's great. Yeah, no, I'm with that. I'm completely like I'm
not
taking
sure.
Viagra because I'm a very sexual being, and I like the act of sex.
Mm-hmm.
Like, just in itself, like I enjoy having sex outside of just like sex. Like, sex feels good, but I also want to do it. Like, you know how people want to play basketball and want. That's how I feel like it's like a sport. Like, I want to have sex
You know,
because I'm good at it, and so
can
it makes me want to
kinda-
do it more. Like,
I can
and it's
kinda
not
see
even
what
necessarily
you're
about the feeling about it. It's just I enjoy the act of it. I enjoy giving pleasure. I guess that's what it is. I enjoy seeing myself provide
That
the
is
pleasure for the
me.
woman. That's where I'm at with it.
That
It's
is
like
me.
I just enjoy this act of giving pleasure, being the one that can provide that for you, and stimulate and get you to that level. And so even outside of my own pleasure, I'm here because I enjoy doing it. So for me to get old and be like, nah, I got hella free time now. I'm about to figure out all the little new nooks and crannies your body created. Come here, girl.
The new nooks and
Hell yeah, you got a little.
Maybe you got a new crease. The hell?
Yeah, so I'm exactly the same way.
Baby,
But
you got a new crease on
when I
this
get that
thing
old,
down here.
like I
Yeah,
said,
shit,
I
let me
still
look
feel the
at
same way. Like I take
Everybody
pleasure in
got-
you feeling pleasure, but once I said you not gonna get it all the time. Once I get old, it's just
Nah,
not gonna
fuck
be
that.
a thing.
Fuck that.
You saying you
I
still
love
getting it all the
to
time when you get
satisfy.
old?
Fuck that.
Because I feel like
You saying that you feel like if you get
I
around
love to
50,
satisfy.
I think
we're gonna say
that
around 50 or
they
whatever.
say that men
No, once I'm
sexual
50, I'm
drive
still fucking
Yeah.
like it's
starts
no,
to taper
like,
around
I'm
their
still
30s when they hit
strapping.
30.
Mm-hmm.
I'm
And I
still
feel like-
going hard.
Who the fuck they lying to?
I don't think our sexual
Who?
drive really tapers. I think what really
Right.
happens is our focus and
What he said.
dedication changes. In our 20s, we're exclusively focused on having sex. And everything else is secondary. Yeah, we probably get little jobs and we doing things like that. But realistically, we just trying to conquer as many vaginas as we can and explore shit. And then when we hit our 30s, we're like, oh shit, well this is the decisions that I'm starting to make now because I know what I want to do. I've tasted a whole bunch of shit, so let me focus on that. Because I can say that I want to have sex every single day. But I'm more focused on like working, getting shit done. So I'm not like pursuing any of that. Like that's not my main focus like it was when I was younger. But it's still like a driving force for me. So I don't see it like not being as intense when I'm older. Especially since a lot of it is tied to like the face that the woman makes when I'm doing the things, the noises, the way that her body reacts when I move, the way that she moves when I move, so that I know that, oh, she likes this and
Right.
things like that. The way that I can like intuitively like connect with her. Like I don't ever see myself getting over that feeling.
Mm,
Bruh.
okay.
Like
We
it's,
got a connection, man. I
it's
swear.
women are lit. Like
We got a connection.
I don't know what else to say. Like it's
Reminds me of my. I won't say it. I can't say it. I can't say it.
you keep
But yes.
Damn, what the fuck? Hour 36. Damn, you niggas is talkative. Is squirting real?
yes.
Yes, it is.
Now, do y'all think is
Yeah.
squirting pee or is it something different?
Don't
I don't
care.
think it's pee. I don't think it's pee.
I mean, science says it's piss.
Science says
It's
that it's
not
made up
yellow,
of
though, when
no.
it
Science
comes
says
out.
that it's made up as
Says
the same components as piss. Lots of things.
Yellow.
No,
I don't think
bruh.
it's pee.
Is a diamond and charcoal the same?
Yeah.
Do they still the same?
No.
All right then.
What, you asked me
So,
if it was the same.
there-
So it's the same.
I understand what you're saying, but you being an ass.
I'm not being an ass. You
They
asked
not
me if
the-
a diamond and coal are the same thing. They are the same thing. All you gotta do is compress the fucking coal. So if
you
take
change
the
the
elements,
but
of
you change
All
the
right.
structure.
No. So what you telling me? If
I'm
I'm
saying
saying some
that the
shit
elements
and
are
I
different.
swing that shit in your face, and I'm like, oh, it's the elements of piss. You're like, oh, nigga, you just threw piss in my face. Nigga, you gonna look at me like I just threw piss in your face.
No, but if a bitch squirted in my face, I'm not mad.
Bitch with that shit, it's the same fucking thing.
No.
There's no
Not
difference.
mad
Just
at all.
because you having sex and
No.
a bitch squirting in your face
No.
don't mean it's not fucking piss in your face.
It-
You
it's
accept the
not.
difference. Okay, so if y'all
It's
fucking and she
not.
actually
It's not
pissing in your
piss in
face,
my
you're like,
face.
oh, I squirted. You gonna accept it as your
No,
pissing?
but it's
All right,
different.
all
It looks
right, all
different. I know what it looks like. It's a completely different
It's not
situation.
about, you know what, if y'all in the fucking room and y'all dark and she be like, oh, I squirted and she just pissed in your face, what the fuck is the difference?
It don't
Nah.
always gotta be dark.
Yeah, man.
I'm not
It
saying
don't
it's gotta
look
be
like
dark,
no-
but I'm
And
saying the
so-
I'm just
scenario
saying,
you
I
can't
done
see
been
it.
in
You said
rooms
you can
where
see
it
the
was
difference,
dark
so
and it was
I'm
bright.
saying that it's an elemental change. I'm saying that it's the same components, but they're not put together the same. So you can do that with things, and that don't make them the same thing. Yeah, you got the same fucking
how
elements.
are they not put together the same?
I'm saying that the mixture is different. Yeah, it has the same, and it's only 90% the same. So it's not 100%. So since it's not 100, that other 10% is probably doing some other shit.
In percentages, what is 10% to 90?
I like
A
squirt
decent bit to
with
change
girl
things.
squirts.
So, nigga, all right.
I just want to come in the middle and let y'all
All right.
know that yes,
I like
I am
squirt.
a fan.
Me too. I'm a
I
fan.
squirt.
Like, I'm a fan of squirt.
I don't
Alright.
have a problem with
Me
it
neither.
at all. In
Marcus is
fact,
real
if I
angry
know that
about
you
it.
squirt, that's my goal.
That is a plus.
Okay.
That is
What
a
I'm
real
angry
plus.
about is you're trying to tell me it's something that it's not. Well, realistically, I don't have an issue with it. Just accept it for what it is.
I don't
I
think
don't
that
think
is
that
piss.
is pee.
Yeah,
I don't
no.
think it's pee though.
I mean, if something 90%, anything else in any other situation, it is what it is.
Not. It's 90%. Why wouldn't it be 100% if it is what it is?
Women, so if she
You
pee
got
on
it.
you, gonna have an issue.
Nah, I'm asking you a
No,
question.
you got
like,
it. Cause Nate, no, I'm gonna wait till we get to a conversation.
It's your
where
baby?
Like, it's 90%, and I'm like, boom, there it is.
but
That's
no,
it.
Is your baby 90% yours?
No, your baby's 99.9.
Okay, so, but we can't get that close with this. So what I'm saying is, why is there that big 10% difference? Usually, if we're so sure things are really, really the same, we start pushing that percentage up. We ain't never moved the percentage goal.
I mean, if you would be technical like that, fine.
Yeah.
I mean, all right, fine.
Find some nipples.
Gotta be something. I'm mad that they over there looking for nipples.
I'm not looking for nipples.
The face though.
Look,
I'm
y'all
not
get
looking
me in
for
trouble. I am not looking for nipples.
I
Not
said
looking
yo.
for
I
nipples,
didn't.
that's my
I didn't
fault. Shit.
designate anybody. Goodness, you over
Trying to get me. Fuck that.
Ash over there looking at men's nipples,
No, I was like
watching
I thought,
titties bounce.
I thought I saw nipples. I'm like, oh, nipples. And then she's like, no, these are not nipples. God damn it.
Okay.
Cool.
What's the next question? Well, do you like squirt?
I like if I watch another woman squirt. That's pretty hot.
You know what? What I'm gonna say about that is,
Mm-hmm.
I'm not gonna say it anymore.
All right.
I was gonna say it, but I was about to put myself out there too much. And I ain't gonna do this.
Like the little
Think
thing.
about it.
I like when a chick
But-
squirts because like the little inside of her vagina protrudes out.
Different.
It opens up.
That's a
It's-
lot
oh.
of detail. I didn't know my pussy did that when I squirted. That's interesting.
Okay. I ain't really.
I didn't know the detail.
Yeah, that's lit. Yeah, no.
Clearly, look at him.
Yeah, no, I have. Like, no. When I find that out, it's a go. Like, especially like
No, that's me though.
if you said that, like, oh, I can do it. So my things are like, do it happen often? And if you're like, it's not that. No. How many times you done it before?
How many times how much practice, how much experience have
got
you
a
had
whole
with this?
checklist.
No, because
You know what?
realistically, now
let's practice with you.
it's not even like let's
It's not about them
practice.
having
Now
experience.
this is
It's a goal.
it's now I've set a goal. I have to make you do it more times than that. I have to outperform. Whoever was here last, I have to be.
Whoever was here last.
Yeah, I have to be the top performer. I've come here to work out.
The fuck?
Yeah, work you out. So you want us to pause so you can use the restroom?
Pause that shit.
All right. Imagine I have to pee.
I think my drink gone.
And we back. And we back. And
Yeah, I'm not drinking anymore. I got shit to do in the morning.
back.
I mean, true.
It's never cheaper to keep her. That's a lie.
No?
Oh, I thought about other reasons why the female body is terrible. Y'all go through menopause.
Really
That's
thought about it.
it was. That's another
Wow.
design. Like, and then
Gonna bring it back.
after menopause, your body's like heat control just like breaks all together. Y'all just have hot flashes. And the only reason I thought about it is these two bitches got in my car today talking about, can you cut the air on? It's hot. No, it's not. It's early in the morning. It wasn't hot this morning.
No, it was not.
It was nice
It
and
clearly
cool.
was not
And
this
y'all wanted the
But you a
AC
driver.
blasting.
And they having they flashes.
Yeah.
So
So,
you gotta
I gotta
reply.
freeze because
Yeah,
y'all
you
are
gotta
hot.
Bring a hoodie, nigga.
I can't charge it.
Look at
open the
him.
window.
Bring a hoodie in my car.
Exactly.
That's my car.
Yeah,
Right.
no. Yeah. So that was like, oh, broke ass bodies. That's what. And that's the only reason I thought about it. I was like,
You broke body
this is
bitches.
another design flaw.
Not
Just
a
hot for no
flaw.
reason.
First thing your ass thought about too.
It was.
Design flaw number 10.
Yep.
He
Fucking
wrote it in his
just
notebook.
heating up for no reason. Body
Okay.
just like, you know what? We're older now. Fuck everything.
No.
But yes.
I mean,
Your
it's
whole
probably
ovaries
because
can fall out.
realistically, we not designed
Your
to live
nuts
as
can
long as
fall
we
off.
have.
No, they
do you
can't.
mean?
No, they
Yeah.
can't. My nuts can't fall off. Your ovaries do fall out.
So
Ovaries
that's
do fall
not
out.
like
It's like yo,
Look, hold on. Let me tell you how serious this was to me, right? When I found out that shit could happen, like your whole like uterus just like falls the fuck out. And that shit caught me off guard so bad. I was talking to my mother, right? And she was telling me about the lady that lived upstairs from her. And she was like, yeah, she came down here yelling, and I didn't want to hear this shit. But she was talking about her whole uterus fell out. And I'm like, wait, what? I'm like, Hold on, that can happen. The whole damn thing just got gone. You like, whoop, out of here. Like, I mean, I know y'all just stopped having kids and shit, but like the whole thing is like, no, I'm good, and just slide the fuck out like, I'm about to
the body is just like, you know what? We don't need this useless part anymore, so we're just gonna get rid of it.
That should be a good thing.
Like, I mean, I understand it, but it was just so I never. Like, I've taken classes.
Hey, but maybe
they taught me about sexual education. They never told me about that shit though.
And now that you're
bigger things in life than our body temperature, if you didn't realize that, we do enjoy being other things like being alive.
You don't like to be alive, so you don't get to say that.
No, I like being alive. It's just dying seems a lot better.
Oh my god.
That don't make sense.
Oh my god.
Yes, it do make sense because you like being human, right? But ain't being a cyborg better? You would.
I'm not human because I'm a cyborg.
But I'm saying there's something else better you're looking forward to, right? Mm-hmm. So being a human ain't the littest thing to you. That's what I'm saying about being alive.
I think I understand what you mean now.
Thank you.
Maybe I had to be drunk to get it.
Maybe I had to be inebriated.
But like, I understand. I kind of see what you're saying.
I'm cool.
I kind of see what you're saying because it's like.
Well, if you explain it that way, yeah. But your whole past me is like, I could die right now. That'd be great. See, I really enjoy what I'm doing right now. I'm sure that there's something better, but I'm not upset with this.
Lit. This is great.
You generally shit on this a lot.
No, listen.
I like I was about to say, like like, tell me if I'm right? It's like you look at the world like in planes and spirituality and things of the sense, and your body's going to pass on to something greater than just a human form. So essentially, at this point, you just can't wait to get out of the human form. You're just waiting for something else.
I've understood that the entire time, but it still sounds like you want to die now.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
Okay. So
she wants to get to the next part of her situation.
Yeah. And that would be fine. But every time she talks about this, it's in a negative, I'm shitting on this reality.
I keep saying every time I'll be like, no, life is pretty cool. I don't have a problem with living, coming down here, podcasting with y'all, raising my daughter.
Don't she make it sound so generic? Look how she's talking about it right now.
Dying?
It sounds like...
But like, what can you expect when she's looking forward to something that she feels is so much greater? So this is like mundane and boring to her.
But that's all I'm saying. And she's trying to like, no, I like this. You think this is mundane.
It's like, oh, okay.
That's all I'm saying is that you're bored with this. You would prefer to die.
I feel like it's just because you use the word hate that that it becomes a...
Yeah, I don't...
Because she doesn't hate it. She just is bored with it.
It's like, hey, all
just because you hate it don't mean you... Just because you're bored with it doesn't mean
I guess
you hate
I think
it.
she hates it because she thinks about it a lot. She thinks about her existence a lot.
No.
I mean...
In the context of something else would be better.
No, I don't think constant thing about like, I need to get out of it. No.
Okay.
I enjoy I thoroughly enjoy being alive, guys. I really do. Like, raising my kid is pretty lit. Coming out here with
I didn't think that you did like that.
Nice. Reading books is really cool. But, like, the things that I've seen and things I've experienced, way better. You know what I mean? So, yeah, no, this is all pretty nice.
I mean, I try to reach those levels through meditation, but, you know, we all have our own ways.
Yeah, see, when I go to sleep, I've seen things, I've done things that I can't quite explain. And it's just way more lit than like being in a body. Like, I don't know how to explain it, but that's just...
I mean, I guess if you look at the body from a spiritual point, the body is nothing but a cage. So
when I tell you what it feels like to leave your body, you'd be fucking like, it's
a whole nother experience.
Oh no, I understand all of that. I don't have any issue with
being
your like of that. It's just I take it as because I guess you seem so like enthralled with that that. I take it as you have to not really care for this. Like, if you're really, like, trying to get to that point and that's what you're really, like, focused on, this can't be that great. It could never match up to what your ideal of, like, I'm trying to get to that next realm, that next level. So that's why I look at it that way.
I feel you.
It's like, this is, because, like, yeah, I like this, but...
Really?
It's like that, you know how you get some dick and, like, yeah, you got some dick, but it wasn't, like...
Like Tyrell, though. You know what I'm saying? Damn,
I wasn't going to use a name, but all right. There you go.
But I understand what you're saying.
So that's what I was like.
That's exactly what that's right there. There's nothing wrong with this.
Yeah, so that's how I view. Yeah, it's like, yeah, you just like, this is cool, but that next, yeah. So it's like Bob was cool, but Tyrell gonna blow your back out. And right now you dealing with Bob, and you trying to get to Tyrell.
Because Bob gives you like, oh, all right, Bob. we cool right here because you give me all the things that.
All
make me
right,
feel
so wait,
comfortable.
I have to pause this whole scenario, right? I'm mad that you use Bob and Tyrell as like the comparison. Because when you say Bob and Tyrell, it's like,
Because Bob
oh,
owns like the CEO.
no.
of the
You
company,
gotta
right?
let me explain. It's like, oh, there's this white dude, and you say Tyrell, I think it is like hood, cocky
hood
nigga
nigga.
that's just gonna like destroy your whole fucking life. But you got this Bob, this
Bro, I'm
like
about to knock
real
your
humble
uterus
ass
out.
white dude who's like, hey,
Hey,
I got you.
it's me, Bob
All right,
Robert.
let's do something different. Quentin and Tyrell.
Okay, just don't use Bob.
No, I feel you though.
Because this
Quentin
sounds
is
like
an
comparison you just don't want.
CEO owner, and he's an.
I mean, you ain't got to put nothing behind it. It was just the name alone.
Yeah, I know.
Just Bob and Tyrell. That's y'all just went two different. Nah,
Nah, I'm here.
y'all could have been
'cause
like
I'm
Jason
here.
and Tyrell, and I would have been better with it.
No, I'm here because I chose to be here, and it's pretty amazing that these experiences I get to share and shit like that. I love it. Don't get me wrong, because it's a part of my journey for wherever I go. But
I feel it. I understand.
afterwards, I'm not. I think honestly, it's because I'm conquering. If I haven't conquered my fear of death, I'm conquering. I ain't gonna front like, oh man, I ain't afraid to die. I can say that I'm more comfortable with death than I've ever been in my life. I can say that much, but
I mean, I can honestly say I'm not scared to die.
yeah, like I'm,
not a
and I
thing.
know
I
saying
think
I
you
it,
have no
should be
fear in
scared
it.
to die.
and I know saying it might. I don't know how
But it's
saying it
about your
feels,
understanding of
but at the same time, it's like
death.
conquering
Right.
death for me has been more easier and easier to deal with. So I would just say that, like, oh, okay, I'm not afraid of what's next because it's just a change for real. So whatever. It's all
Yeah, like I have no
good.
fear in death at all. It's just,
Yeah.
I mean, I don't want it to like. That doesn't
I'm
mean I
not
want
trying
it to
to kill
happen.
myself.
That's what-
Yeah.
But
I
like,
don't wanna
it doesn't
die.
like the
I'm
fear
not
of
trying
I
death
to
don't
doesn't
have
scare
the
me.
fear
myself.
of it because of my belief of death.
Yeah, I'm not afraid
So-
of dying, but I'm not looking.
Like I
actively
really
trying
just
to be
think
like,
death is just death of the
It's a
physical body.
transformation,
So
yeah.
Nah, I gotta keep death away from me.
I don't want it. You know, I don't want to die.
I'm not actively
you know?
going towards it. Like I'll
Right.
walk in front of a car, but I know death really means just a different
Nah,
change.
death. I got plans.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
that's how I feel.
Death would end my
That's how I feel.
plans. I'm trying to be a whole cyborg and see like how humanity and not even humanity. How does planet move?
Mm-hmm.
What does space look like? What is that like? Like I just want to like. There's so much in this reality that I haven't even been able to begin to experience.
Right.
That I don't feel like I'm qualified to move on to another place.
I feel
That's
you.
to be
Like-
honest.
I feel
Yeah.
Like I haven't done half of the shit that you can do here.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna leave all this shit undone to go somewhere else. Like I could find some amazing shit that's here that I had never done before that can only be done in this plane of existence. So why dip out so early when I know that I haven't done something? That's I guess what my thing is like. There's so much more that I could experience here, and so death is like a bookend to that. And I'm like, yeah, the next thing could be super amazing and everything like that.
But
And
also
I-
couldn't be. Yeah. That
It
gamble.
could,
You're not.
it could not be, and
Oh,
even if
okay.
it could not be, I don't really care about that. I'm salty that I missed out on all the amazing things that I could have done here. Like, I like having my options open, and so if I can have as many options as possible, that's generally the route that I'm gonna take.
Mm-hmm.
And so, yeah, I just like having the options of being able to see everything. Like, hey, you're alive, you got a body, you can go to space, you can stay here, you can go to the ocean and see what's down there. We don't really know. Could be that black hole theory that we talked about. Hey, you can go travel and see what a black hole is for real. You got the time. Like, go see if there's life out here other than us in this realm of existence. Like, what is their theology? Like, what do they believe in religion? Like, how do they communicate with their spirituality? Because I feel like there's, like, what if they connect with planets? What if their whole planet, like, allows them to interconnect and, like, it's some Avatar shit? That'd be amazing, because I'm sure that y'all have a different understanding than we do. So, yeah, I just want to see everything.
That's pretty cool.
So, yeah, I don't think I'm qualified to go anywhere else when I haven't done shit here.
I think the moment that I knew was when I was just looking outside. I was just looking at the sky like, yo, I'm tired of the sky. That shit was so bizarre. Like, I'm tired of looking at the sun. I'm tired of
I love
cars.
the sky and I love
I
the
don't-
sun.
I was just looking at like, I'm tired
it.
of being here. Like, I'm
Yeah,
tired
you
of
sound
going
like
to work.
someone that's
like,
in a person in waiting.
what the fuck?
And that's why I
This
guess I think
shit-
that you hate life, is because that's like, what the
This
fuck is this? This is just, I'm just
This
I
tired of
love
being
the
here.
way like the
This
sky
is
looks in
dumb.
the sun.
No, it's beautiful.
Like I
but
will
was
look at
like,
the sun.
The fuck? Why are
Although
you
they say you're
here?
not supposed to, but I will look at that bitch.
Yeah, no, I'm all about that. What question were we
Sun
answering?
gazing.
The last question I'm gonna ask because we at the tippy top of the hour.
Yeah, I don't know what question we were at.
Let's see. All right. I don't know now because I was gonna plan that somewhere. We'll do. Is it wrong to fantasize about someone else during sex?
Yeah, what?
So this is what I'm gonna say about
I'm
this whole
confused.
situation.
I mean,
I ain't
you
gonna have shit
shouldn't
else to
tell
say
anybody.
about it. Exactly what you said.
Yeah.
Like, if I am fantasizing about someone else during sex, I'm not gonna tell you about it. So, is this really a question?
Like, you should never expose it. Like,
but you.
It's
guess
wrong.
what y'all say,
It
it's
is
wrong.
wrong.
It
It is
wrong.
wrong.
It's wrong.
and if your partner exposes that to you, they don't really give a fuck. About
Right.
you. They don't want to be with you.
Right.
Like, nah, like,
You know, I was thinking about Ron last night
bitch.
Woo!
Last night when?
Bitch.
You know when we was having.
when we was fucking.
Well, first and foremost, like, the fact that you was thinking about the nigga is the issue.
Right.
And then you said last night, I'm gonna ask you when, and I know when I ask you when, you're gonna tell me some wild shit anyway, so I'm already irritated. So continue.
Yeah, like, what the fuck is your problem? Like, I don't understand. Like, no, you can't. Why are we talking about this?
I've never told nobody. Here's my story about it. Up until a point when I was doing it, I was consistently thinking about somebody else doing it, and then I stopped.
That's weird.
Yeah,
I mean, I have done
was
it
weird.
before.
And then I stopped, and then the orgasms got better because I was being present in the moment.
Why were you thinking about somebody else?
I don't know. I think I was I think it had something to do with like porn, like this whole fantasy that would get me off, and I wasn't really getting off with nobody, so I thought about something else. I know that's shitty, but
I mean, I don't think it's shitty. I just felt like it seemed like a huge waste of your time. Like, you not getting off for real. The nigga's not really, like, getting you where you want to be. So all of it just seems like a waste. Like, I don't understand why you was there. Okay.
You want some dick? I don't know what to tell you.
the
I mean,
maturation of my sex life, I was just being 1,000%.
Experiences.
Like,
Experiences.
maturation, like, at first it was like that, then it wasn't.
No, I've done it before. It's just, honestly, I remember this situation pretty clearly. I was just bored at that point, and I didn't want to fuck anymore. I don't know how long I've been fucking at that point in time, but I just didn't want to anymore.
Experienced fucker.
I'm so serious. Like, I was not, like, I had got to a point in which I wasn't coming. I didn't understand. Like, I was so irritated. I just wanted to go to sleep.
Why don't you just give up?
Because I wanted to, look,
I
all
wanted
right.
to
Why did you go
What
to the
the
bathroom and
fuck?
just work that out real quick? That seems like you
I
a whole
was
lot of
in the
frustration.
moment, and I didn't think of these things, all right?
Okay, you sound like you
What
made yourself
happened
real
was
upset.
the thought of somebody else came across my mind. I busted my nut, and I went to sleep, all right?
I ain't never had that. Like,
You always been like completely in the moment with every bitch you've been with.
Like, don't get me wrong. I was in the moment for a good amount of time, but this shit just went on too long.
So like in your head, the fantasy was on nothing. It was just like, oh, I'm focused on fucking her and strokes and everything. It was no fantasies going on in your head when y'all fucking these females.
No.
No?
Not on a regular, no.
His face.
I'm fucking who I'm
Nah.
fucking.
I mean, like, I might think some wild shit, but it's not really like no other chick. Like,
Yeah, I'm not thinking
It's
about,
with the
like,
person
somebody
that you
else.
with.
I'm thinking about what I'm
Yeah.
about to do to you, yeah.
Oh.
like yeah, like
Like,
that's-
I'm in the moment.
yeah,
What I gotta
like,
think about somebody else for?
Yeah, that's what I'm doing. Like, I'm more so like, I might create a new scenario with inside of what we're doing in my head that might be a little more edgy than what we're doing out loud.
Mhm.
But not no other person for like that's I just don't see the
That
point.
sour ass look on his face.
Yes, I
That's
just-
why it's so funny though.
I just
Like why?
yeah, like I just don't be
Like
like
that.
I'm looking at this video because it's just
But it looked
I'm
like that, like-
intrigued. Like I'm so intrigued. Like, oh, how did they do this?
yeah, but I just don't know. I don't understand why. Like it's
Yeah.
yeah, I couldn't see the point. Like no, I just think about nutting when I want to nut. Like I just like focus real intensely on like a very specific feeling, or I'll lie. I'm good for that. I didn't come. Fuck that.
What do you mean lie?
Like some chicks be like, I want you to come too. Bitch, I came.
I did.
So blasé.
I did.
I can't, bitch.
Yeah, like
Like, see, this is the thing. The
I'm not
situation I
trying to
was
be
in,
here.
I couldn't pull to fake it.
I'm not. If I can't pull a fake, I'm not lying to you either. I'm stopping. I'm not doing anything more. I'm not about to come.
I didn't lie either. I
Let the
told
fuck
you.
out.
I got
no,
my nut.
no. I'm just letting let them know I'm not about to come. So if
I've
you
done that
good,
before.
we can stop.
I've done that before.
Cause I'm gonna just keep stroking
Getting
you
some
out,
head
but
that I don't
I'm
care to get him.
but I'm not about to come. Like no, like I've been in like I can't do a second nut all the time. My dick could be rock hard, but sometimes the second nut just don't be ready to come. It just be
Yeah,
like,
that's
nah,
the
I'm
thing,
cool. So now you just getting stroked out. So realistically, we shouldn't be waiting for my nut. We should be waiting for you to be done. Cause you're not gonna get that. It's fine. Or sometimes, like first time, like if I'm, you know how I said I like to give pleasure. If I'm in that mode of like I'm just trying to like dick you down, that's all I'm focused on. I'm not about to nut. I'm about to stroke you out for 45 minutes to about an hour and a half. We're gonna have a great time. And I'm gonna put you in all kinds of positions. I'm just gonna stroke you. But I'm not gonna nut because I'm having a great time. So whenever you tired and you can't take no more, let me know. And we can stop. And I'm just having a great time.
I'm just happy to be here.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
I'm just happy to be here.
Thank you for inviting me. So, you know, I'm always thinking about the chick. Like, I don't really. Like, maybe when I'm watching porn, I might think about that. I do use porn for that. I use porn to jog my memory about, like, sexual encounters.
What?
Yeah,
You
that.
don't
I mean-
get off on the scene.
No,
I don't care about that.
no, not at all.
Sex for me is very mental. If I'm not mentally stimulated, you're not gonna get rock hard dick. You're gonna get like it's gonna be hard, but it's not gonna be like me really like into the sex. Like, and that's the same thing with porn. Like me watching two other people who fuck, that don't really do anything. It's the thought. It's the thought about the sexual. That's why I have to have like 30 tabs open. It's me reading the title and then putting myself in that situation or situations that I've been in similar to that. And that's what gets me off. It's my like, oh, I've done this, or yeah, I was there. I can't. Oh, I remember this good time. It was a great time, and then like then I'm having a good time, like, because it puts me back into my like mental space. But
I mean,
me just watching
like,
some shit.
realistically, you want to talk on that point, like even taking it a little bit further than that, like you talking about porn of two people. I don't even like porn of like I'd rather just have POV. Like I don't. No. No, like I like
So
just like
aggravating.
because like to the point he was saying, like it's so extreme to that point. It's like I don't like I'm not watching this to watch two people fuck. In a sense, it's more of a mental thing. So it's like realistically,
The most important thing to me about the
I
porn
don't even need it.
is the title, and the fact that I feel like it's amateur.
Oh, it
I
has
feel
to
like
be amateur.
if it's amateur
can't be
porn, that
professional.
makes me the happiest. I don't watch professional porn anymore. That shit is trash. It looks way too like fake, and just
Yeah.
like the shots are horrible.
Mhm.
Amateur porn,
Like this shit don't
you
even
might
happen in
catch-
real life.
You might catch a nigga kissing a bitch all in the mouth. You like, oh, y'all having some good
Right.
sex. You kiss her all in the mouth, like you know they getting it in. You ain't gonna see that in no like,
No way.
like
Yeah.
no, y'all not really having good
Nah.
sex.
That's
Y'all
what
just
They
Exactly.
acting,
yeah.
yeah.
And so I'm not really into that. So it's got to be amateur, and so then the angles are kind of like shittier. But for me, it's that title because that title lets me know, oh, this is the scenario that y'all had, and then that takes me to a scenario that I had that's similar because y'all know Tony been wild. So I can see a lot of just like varied titles and be like, oh, I remember, hey, yeah, this is great, and then I'm good. And I just go through different titles and find a scene and things like that that make me put me in the same space that I was before. Yeah. That's how porn is for me. It's not really about like the actual like what's happening in it.
Yeah, I can give a fuck less about what's actually happening in the video.
This reminded me of fucking video titles. Here go one. Big booty midget with uneven tits. Fuck for Omarion ticket.
Oh my god. Yeah, I've been in that situation before. No,
See, that's so wild. Like that's
I wouldn't even click on that.
hell no.
Actually, I might click on it because I was curious to see what that looked like. But after that, I'm going back about what I was doing because that's not what the video I'm staying
I
on.
don't know if I would click on that myself.
Monster booty granny with ass shots fucking for food stamps.
Nope, I'm good.
I'm alright.
Nigga, this shit
I'm
is
alright.
wild.
I don't.
I am okay.
I don't know
on
what
that one.
website she on that got all these
So
broke.
it's a meme. It say, her, what you gonna do if I leave you? Him. Same shit I was doing before you got here. And then it just got his porn selection tabs open. Like, mom, I told you don't leave stepsister at home alone with porn video. Like,
Hell
what the
no.
fuck? Yo, video titles on that shit be funny. That's why I just was reading it. Like, that shit just reminded me of something I posted to my Facebook.
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 Facebook name.
Facebook.
But yeah, I don't know. That's it. We over time, 2 hours. I had more, but niggas got shit to do.
Hold on, I just thought about something. I'm gonna put this at the very end of the podcast, so it's funny. Why we just say Facebook, right? In order to C and the K in the book in the word.
Facebook.
Facebook.
You ain't see that nigga with that deer, that baby ass deer.
Man,
when he had it,
that
he
deer
was
was
like,
so
you gonna be like this for Facebook, not Facebook.
Facebook.
Facebook. So I was like, all right, Facebook.
Facebook.
Oh man, I love slang. All right, I'm done.
I'm not going to say my favorite type of titles on here.
His favorite tags.
We gonna get out of here. This has been another episode of Conscious Reconstruction. I am the host with the most, aka Tony Melbourne, aka Mr. Motherfucking Fantastic, aka Mr. Mirror on the Wall. Who the fuck are you?
He looked in the mirror and asked.
Yeah, because I didn't know that nigga. Until I was like, oh, I am him and he is me. And now we are we. And we are
Sound like
one.
some pretty Tony shit.
You know, goddamn right.
Wait, who was out for this episode? Logical High.
Yes.
All right,
Yeah,
Logical
Logical.
High out of here.
Who was
Big
out for this
dog. We all out.